All right, we are back. It's Holden and Foxy live betting last night, up about 1.5 units, so it was a profitable night. We're going to look to get up even more tonight. Whole bunch of NBA games. Foxy's on some college plays as well. I know we'll have people in the chat giving us NHL plays tonight. NHL was great last night. Zargo crushed. A few of our members crushed. But Foxy, I'm going to throw it right to you, dude. Our NBA games are on the precipice of tipping off. I know you got a lot of plays. How are you, my friend? Let's go.
Doing all right. We got a couple different NBA plays here. I was actually surprised that this game didn't get canceled, but we got the Hawks in Detroit getting ready to kick off right here. And the reason I said just because of weather, the Pelicans game was canceled tonight, so we lost a game tonight. Kind of killed our Bucks Celtics double. But first of all, we got Atlanta versus Detroit. Congo is going to start again, so we're going to be on a Congo. We're going to take its rebounds over 8.5. It's already in for folks in the Nuke the House chat or already saw that. I posted that. We're also going to take Dalen Duran. We're going to take his points over 10.5. He's been getting back to his scoring promise. He's actually getting a double-double, 3 straight games. So we're going to sprinkle that for a half unit at plus 150 as well. Jalen Johnson is going to return again to the starting lineup. So we're going to go ahead and take Jalen Johnson at over 9.5 rebounds at minus 110. And that is the only thing we're going to take in this game. Then we're going to move on. Also, just to let you know, I tempted to give it. I've already taken it myself. I've taken the Atlanta Celtics parlay to overdo the Bucks Celtics parlay I did earlier. It's about the same exact price. Detroit's a much better team this year. Though the one thing you have to look at is Detroit has not beat Atlanta in the last 5 years. Whether that's saying something, obviously the only guy who was on the team then for Atlanta was Trae Young. But and I do like this Detroit team, but they do have issues in Atlanta. Maybe it's the Atlanta nightclubs, but maybe the snow kept them away from the nightclubs.
All right. Real quick, because you're throwing a play out there, right? You're going instead of the 3-team parlay. Should I throw this in the chat? Hawks Celtics?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
No. You tell me if it's official play.
Like I said, I already took it. I've already taken it, so we'll just call it an official play. I was going to take it anyway.
What's the juice you got on that? Like 110?
115.
115. All right, let me see if I can get something else on there. Go for it. Keep going, buddy.
All right, so then we got Minnesota, Dallas. If you haven't heard in the news, Lively's out for a while. So it's going to be a lot of Daniel Gafford. And since we've got a lot of Daniel Gafford, we're going to take Daniel Gafford. Though it's going to be a very interesting game. One of the things that's basically hit Gafford's type of play is actually probably the best type of play for Rudy Gobert. So he should be able to stay on the floor a lot tonight. That being said, we're still going to take his buddy at Gafford at 13.5 points. So we're going to go ahead and take that. At minus 104 in FanDuel, Gafford's going to be on the floor a lot. And I like him basically being on the floor to be able to get that. We are going to go after Naz Reid. We actually got a little bit of a point boost, but even all the times we cashed before, he would have cashed at this number. So we're going to take him again at 14.5 points. Then we're going to take the sleepy pick. The sleepy pick is Rob Dillingham. We're going to take him on MGM.
What?
I actually think I posted FanDuel, but it's actually on MGM. We're going to take him at MGM at minus 125 at over 7.5 points. I'm trying to see if he comes on late on FanDuel. He wasn't on there last time I saw. And then we're going to take a play that's not on there, so Holden's going to have to add it. It'll be for the show. We were going to take, like I said, Rudy Gobert is going to be on the floor for longer, so we're going to take Rudy Gobert over 1.5 blocks at plus 120 on FanDuel.
Plus 120 at FanDuel. When is that game starting here right now?
5 minutes.
5 minutes. We got 5 minutes to get it in. Plenty of time, kids. Plenty of time.
Yeah. Then we're going to take we go to the Phoenix-Brooklyn game, and we're going to watch this one. That's what we're going to do. I don't expect this to be much of a game. I've taken some things personally, and I'll just tell you what I personally played if you actually just want to put some skin in the game. And a lot of these games also I've started to realize when I've said it's going to be a blowout, it's been a blowout, and they've covered easily. So if you want to take Phoenix minus 12.5, that's probably not a bad job. The 2 games last night, probably should have just done that with Denver. Probably should have just done that with who was it, the Lakers at the end of the night. And we would have probably walked away without any issue whatsoever. Personally, I've taken Booker at 25.5. I'm going to go back to the well again. I'm taking Ryan Dunn at over 8.5 points. Like I said, I think it's a blowout. When games he's played bad competition, he scored double-digit points. So the Wizards, the Charlotte, who else was it?
Does that need to go in the play sheet too? You didn't throw that on there, did you?
I did not throw Ryan Dunn. He would be a half-unit play. You could take him at over 8.5 points at minus 106.
Okay.
And then we got some 8 o'clock games, but we'll pause there for a second as we go on. I do have a college basketball play. We'll see how well it's doing. I need to put it up on my preview.
Is that the Murray State play?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
The Murray State's playing the Salukis tonight. I like Murray State tonight. I got a minus 1.5. It's minus 1.5 right now, so it's 28-26. If you want to get on that, you're welcome to get that. I like this at 3 or 4 points. I think this Murray State is a lot better than Salukis. Salukis had a very good game out last time out. I kind of thought they'd be able to play, but see how they'd rebound, whether that carried over. It doesn't look like it's carried over. And then I'm kind of looking at this other Missouri Valley Conference game at 8 o'clock, Evansville, UIC. I'm hoping this gets to 6. I'm probably going to play this live. Going to wait for an opportunity. I like this Evansville team. Very good, solid team inside. Been playing really well of late. So I think 5.5 is too many points. Then I'll just give it. I gave it last night, and the line's moving, so you better be on it. We're on Stanford, minus 11. We got it at 10.5 when I posted it. It's just moved to 11. I like this game probably up to like 15, 16 points.
Just so you know, there is still a 10.5 out there. I found it at MGM.
Okay. So he found a 10.5 that's still out there if you want to get
But the 11's fine. I even made a YouTube short for it, Fox, and I'm like, it's 10.5, but you can bet it to 11. You've been talking about this since last night, so I knew you were betting it anyways.
Yeah. So that's the other play that's there. There's a couple other college games I'm looking at. You got the Texas A&M Mississippi game, which should be a very good game tonight. You've got FSU and Cal. That's the first time going all the way across FSU, traveling basically to Cal. That's a long way to do for a Wednesday night and then come right back. That's the one thing about some of these schools in the ACC. They're going to play Cal. They're going to turn around and play Stanford on Saturday. Then that next Wednesday's game, which is probably something we want to keep an eye on, they're going to be back in Virginia. So a lot of travel here for this FSU basketball team. And with classes basically starting that first week, this will be very interesting. Also, they got snow today. So they actually left the snow. So they're Florida down big again.
That's nuts.
So,
it's like Destin, Florida, the Panhandle, under snow, Bourbon Street, snow, Houston, snow.
Myrtle Beach got 5 inches yesterday.
Really?
Yep.
Really? Huh.
Yep.
My fiance got 3 when me and her were out there. Anyways, Daniel Berry, that was a knock on myself. Matt, what's up, Daniel? Good to see you, pal. Matt W, what's wrong with the Knicks? They barely beat the Nets last night. Tibbs' lack of using a bench catching up already. What do you think about that, Foxy?
Well, I mean, but the Nets had everybody playing. D'Angelo Russell played. Cam Johnson played. The Nets have actually proven to be a little bit of a tough out for teams, despite their record. They play each other well. Most of the games generally go under. And when those guys are there, they can kind of compete. Now, I don't know if it's I think he does actually have a bench. Why he doesn't use it, that's just his whole thing. Kessler's very interesting on a dub, Jeff, because everybody's back tonight. John Collins is back. Lauri Markkanen's back. Both of those guys are going to get rebounds and take points away. That being said, I like Kessler, but I like Kessler strictly in I did take it small in myself, but just in case, because you got to. I mean, it's 10-10 there. OKC doesn't have any size. I took his points. So.
Okay. Mel is back. Won us a little cash last night on the Oilers game. Cash big on the Preds, 285. We're on another under tonight in the Avs game. So while you were talking, Fox, I looked it up. If you want a blind tail, our guy Mel, you could take the under 5.5. And this thing moved because it was minus money. It was minus 130 this morning.
You got two goalies with goals against average under 2. So you don't get a lot times in the NHL when that happens. Now, granted, they're two very good offenses. Winnipeg basically started off the year undefeated. I think they started off 13-0 or 13-1. They've kind of since a little bit come down to earth. They lost their last two to Utah and Calgary, two teams they should be able to beat. You're going to the Avs here on a Wednesday night. But again, it's going to be two very good teams. They have two very good offenses, but outstanding goaltending. So I can see the underplay here. Yep.
All right, very good. I'm hitting it under 5.5 plus 105 DraftKings. I'm telling you, Mel, you got under 6. So maybe I shouldn't tell you. Then what? It's a big difference. Isn't it?
I think you had to buy 6.
I'm take it.
The line. Well, actually, the line did open at 6.
Yeah, if it doesn't hit, it doesn't hit. But you gave out the 5.5, right? So, we'll see if Mel gets that. Mel, you put it in there. That's it.
Richards is an interesting play because again, this game could get out of hand. I can see the Nick's Richards stop. I see, Jeff. You like to go for the moon. There's nothing wrong with it. But if you're taking that dub, you better be taking Richards over 9.5 rebounds. That should be your there. Because points he should be able to get. He should have his opportunity. Phoenix should win this game, really kind of walking away. Shouldn't be much of a game here from this Nets squad that they're putting out tonight. Back-to-back, second unit type deal. So shouldn't be any issue. There, if you hadn't known, like I said, with the Celtics, Clippers are sitting Powell tonight. Harden's still a game-time decision. Most people think he will go. Amir Coffey will start tonight. Keep in mind that name right now. For Nuke the House people, you already know why. All
right, Jalen Duren's on the board. We got him at 11 points tonight, so he got on the board quick. He's got 2 right away, and then so the Hawks and the Pistons right now, not much going on. I mean, we're just underway. Are we on a Kongwu rebounds or points?
Did Minnesota and Dallas take off? Did I talk about that?
I don't know. We're on a Kongwu rebounds 9, and it's got 2, and we're already 3 minutes in the game. So
yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah, Kongwu picking it up. You're on your way to cash in Utah first half. Team total. All right, good job. Dander Gafford double is what Stenberg was talking about. So he's throwing some in there. Kessler's throwing it in there. Put your best bets in the chat. We want to know about them. What is up, everybody? Smash the like button. Got a nice little crowd. Start to build up. It'll obviously get bigger as the night goes on. But everybody that's not here at the beginning, if you don't have a subscription, you don't know what Foxy's on. So you got to be here at the start.
I would hold off of that just to flat out tell you. I think Utah plays OKC pretty close, especially the first half. J-Dub's most likely not going to play today. Isaiah Joe's out. You still have Hardenstein out. It's a little bit different squad. We bet this Utah team a lot. We win a lot with this Utah team. This Utah team has a lot more talent than people think. And with those bench players who's been starting the last couple of weeks, they're now going to move to the bench with more confidence.
He's talking about the Utes.
Oh, Utes. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, Utah Utes. Okay. Yeah. They're up by like 30.
Yeah. That's college basketball.
Yeah.
I thought it was Utah too. I thought it was NBA too. And then Stenberg's going with Jared Allen tonight. Assists and rebounds over 12.5 minus 15.
I can see it. And again, we talked about this game. this game really, to me, is going to be the battle of the two guards. This is going to be Mitchell versus basically Jalen Green.
Okay.
Whoever wins that battle is probably going to win this game. Both guys are going to probably score mid-20s. Jalen Green had his point streaks stopped. He hurt his wrist a couple nights ago, and he's been slowly going downhill since then. Now downhill is reasonable. He went from 34 to 26 to 19. Detroit kept at 19. He had miserable shooting that's coming through. Does that mean Cleveland's going to be able to do the same? I'm not sure. But it's really dependent upon the three. You're getting his three number at 2.5. It's been 3.5 for the last 2.5 weeks. He's hit that number 4 in the last 5. That's kind of the play I'm playing on him, because I think if he's going to get his points, which his points are also cut in half too, they dropped to 21.5. That's very, very suspicious that they believe that either Garland or Mitchell can kind of lock him down and make it very difficult for him. But I do see, when I watch Jalen Green and he can't get to the hole, he does a hardened step back three. So at 2.5 threes, I'm going to go ahead and I will take my shot at minus 15, because I just think that number is too low.
All right, so you're hitting that?
Yep.
All right, give me the bet one more time.
Jalen Green over 2.5 threes.
Jalen Green over 2.5 threes.
Yep.
Excuse me, minus 115 at FanDuel.
And you got to hope for Allen. A lot of people thought last week that he was going to get the 20% bump with it, Mobley being out. We've talked about Sengun basically being a very weak defensive center. It's not a bad day if you want to take the points. I really don't know what assists you're really going to get from him, though. I do kind of question that point of it. I think you might as well just take the points. But best of luck to you. I mean, it happens. I don't think Segun's going to be a guy that's going to force him to pass the ball early either. Like I said, very weak defensive center. Generally gets 1.9 assists on the season. Coming off a year that he got 2. If he doesn't get 13, 14 points, it's not happening. Yep.
All right, I'm trying to get this bet in. The best number where I see it's still 115 would be Bet River Sugar House. It's minus 20 at FanDuel and DraftKings, although you just got it at 15. So maybe that thing moved back a little bit. Maybe you moved the line. Who the hell knows? But yeah, there you go. I'm going to go look at the – yeah, we got it. Over 2.5 threes, minus 15. What's up?
I'm still trying to figure out why Cleveland's actually favored in this game.
Because they're awesome?
They are, but they're missing a ton of people.
Yeah.
Levert's out. Mobley's out. Akura's out, which means you're going to have Strus, Dean Wade, George Niang, solid players.
Okay.
Yeah, I know he's on my fantasy team. I got to decide whether I'm cutting bait with him.
All right. I have not seen Jason Neffen here. What up? Good to meet you, kind of, Jason. Here's his bet tonight. Kennard on rebounds plus points. He said 13 of 14. So there you go. Luke Kennard. Look who's here. Look who's here. Ramon saying Circa's down to a pick 'em in the Cleveland-Houston game.
Yeah, I've been looking at this game backwards and forwards, and I'm trying to really decide why Houston isn't favored here. The only thing I can think of is that they're worried about Jalen Green's wrist. Yeah.
All right. So, by the way, I'm watching Kansas tonight. That's my alma mater. See the basketball back that way. Those are my boys. Class of 1997, so I've seen a lot of basketball there. Used to call their games. It was awesome. But
yeah, sorry.
They're 4.5-point favorites now. They were down by 9 at one point. They were 5.5-point favorites coming into the game. Fox, I'm not going to force it at this point. If TCU comes out and kind of puts the hammer down right out of the half, I'll bet them. But no play on Kansas as of yet. And Murray State up by 2 over Southern Illinois at halftime.
All right, that's fine. So you can
right where we need him.
You did take.
I hit him live at on the money line. So I think, what was it?
Where did you get Jared Allen over 12.5 assists and rebounds? His points is 14.5, and it has been almost all day.
That'd be awesome. Yeah, tell me where that is too. I'd love to see it.
I mean, are you buying an alt number? I mean, that's the only thing I can see where anybody would give you.
You said Hard Rock. Big Scott. Never seen Big Scott in here either. What up, Big Scott? Big Scott is on the Houston money line, even money before it moves.
Yeah, that's kind of what we were talking about. I mean, I don't understand. Yeah, I've got a minus 104 in FanDuel. They're still waiting on this, but yeah.
We're not going to hit it yet?
Yeah, I mean, if you got 12.5, that's definitely a number that's probably going to hit. I don't see where that was, unless that was a promo or a specialty or just a bad line.
Okay.
Because that's
Stenberg wants to send you the screenshot. So go for it, Stenberg. Let's go. Send him the screenshot. Fox, give your phone number out right here on the air.
Yeah, sure.
Gerardo's in the house. What up, Gerardo? Always good to see you in here. Kelly Vincenzo.
I believe you. I mean, Hard Rock does some weird things sometimes, but yeah.
13.5 at Hard Rock, says Hurricane Johnson. Hold on. Hurricane Ditka went to Ben Johnson. What up, Hurricane? I don't know. I got to call him Hurricane Ditka still. I don't know if we can do Hurricane Johnson. And an underscore. What are we doing here, Hurricane Ditka? Come on, man. I see a lot of new names in here. A lot of new names. And Gerardo is on the Suns, Wolves. He's on the Suns, I would think. Minus 123. Here's the deal. You don't have to watch our shows to get our picks. Keg was up. He's up a ton. Well, our team as a collective whole up over 400 units last year. You're $10 better. You put down $10 a bet. What is that? That's like $40,000. No, $4,000 for $10 better. A lot of people are $10 bettors. Some of our guys here are $1,000 better. Some guys bet a lot more than that. Anyways, you don't have to watch our shows. We send you live, real-time, in-game plays, bets. That's it. Live and in real time. So when Fox puts something down, type it in. Boom. Comes right to your phone via notifications. So you don't have to watch the shows. We get it. You're really busy. We'll give you the play. We'll give you the price. And we will give you the book as well. Best deal in the industry. $59.99 a month. Nukethehouse.com. Nukethehouse.com. $59.99 a month. Or if you haven't checked us out for one free week, you can do that. Pick any plan. We won't charge you unless you want to be charged after a week. Just sign up for any plan. Type in Nuke the Playoffs. It's up there. One word, Nuke the Playoffs. Get one free week. I do struggle with math. Like, I'm great at simple math too, usually. So what is that? $10 turns into $4,000, I would think. $100 turns into $40,000. Is that, Fox, am I doing this right? You're great at math. If I'm $100 better, which I am, and I got every single play and I tailed every play, that's 400. That'd be 40,000, right?
That's correct. Yep.
Wow. For $59.99 a month? Just stupid. Stupid.
You would have had the bank. You would have had a massive bankroll, but yeah.
Stupid. I mean, that would have been nice. Yeah, it would have paid for like a quarter of my lawyer fees in my battle with my ex right now. All right, let's stop doing therapy and let's get to the scores, huh? We got the Pistons and the Hawks. 5 minutes left in the first quarter. We are on Okongwu rebounds. We need 9. He's already got 4. It should have been a 20-unit play, Fox. That's good news for us coming right out of the gate with Okongwu.
So,
we got
the real truth in Kennard. Kennard's hit in 3 of the last 5 games.
You like Kennard?
No, but I'm going to tail it on a small play. I'll put $20.
We got a Gobert block, according to Hurricane Ben Johnson Ditka. We're on Jalen Duren points. He's got 4. We need 11. Again, we're 5 minutes left in the first period. So Okongwu and Duren are looking very, very good. Where's Jalen Johnson at this point? We'll keep
So we're
rolling.
gonna move. We got 3 other games that are getting ready to tip off. So
All right, let's do it. Let's get Foxy's previews.
All right, so we're gonna go in first. We're gonna talk about Cleveland, Houston. What we talked about. I kind of think Houston's the side here. I think they play better defense. I think Cleveland's gonna have to shoot really well. The only question I worry about is that Jalen Green wrist and why his point total is so low. So those are some of the things that I look at and I a little worry about. Then we move on to the game. I do like Charlotte and Memphis. I gave out a bunch of plays already earlier in the day on this. So I don't know what the current lines are because I'm looking at something else. But I like Miles Bridges over 18.5 points. I think he gets over 20 plus. I like Desmond Bain at 18.5 points. I think he also gets over 20 plus. And that's all. And we'll give out the mellow balls at 7.5 assists. So those are the 3 that I like in that game. There's another show, another nuke the house play, but we won't talk about that one, but we'll leave that out. Then we're having Utah OKC. So I finally that's who I've been waiting on, but damn it, he's going to start. I hate that shit. All right, who can guess who I'm trying to take on OKC?
Not SGA.
Not SGA. No, I mean I did take.
It's got to be Jalen Williams. It's got to be Jalen Williams.
No, it's not Jalen Williams.
I'll just start saying everybody. Walker Kessler.
Most of those guys aren't even on that team. I can't even see it. No, I gotta find them.
All right. What are we? Utah and OKC?
Yeah, I want Aaron Wiggins.
Oh, what do you want? Points?
Yeah.
All right. Let me go down to beta real quick. I'll check it out. Aaron Wiggins points 11.5 minus 105 at MGM, minus 15 at DraftKings. Is 11.5 okay?
Yeah, I was hoping for 10, but I could do 11.5.
Why? Why do you want to force it?
I'm not forcing it. Isaiah Joe's out. He should get more time. He's going to start tonight. I'm fine with that.
Okay. So Aaron Wiggins, OKC Utah game.
Because I'm not forcing him. I have him for 14 points, so I'm not forcing it. It's just
okay.
I like.
You wanted a number. You're not going to get the number, but you'll deal with the number. All right.
Because I have no idea what the number's been because the number's been hidden all day. They haven't shown shit. Then we're going to go back. I'm going to take something here in a second. Let me just take these 2 bets.
All right. So Aaron Wiggins over 11.5 points, minus 105 at BetMGM.
Yep. And then we're going to go back to my boy, even though he's not starting now, but I think he's going to have a really low number, and I can't wait for to show up.
Okay.
We're going to take Isaiah Collier at plus 120 for over 4.5 assists.
Okay, hold on. Isaiah Collier assists. The best number I'm seeing here is 4.5 plus 120 at MGM.
Yep.
4.5 minus 30 at DraftKings. So wow. Okay, Utah OKC Collier assists over 4.5 plus 20.
Yep. And then we're going to go down the rabbit hole.
Oh boy.
We're going to take a half unit play.
By the way, just real quick, that number just moved to even money. So just so everybody knows.
This basically is going to be your Nerfy. We're going to take SGA over 10.5 points in the first quarter. Minus 114.
All right, SGA over 10.5 points first quarter.
Half unit. Yep.
Half unit. Okay. Let me get the Collier play in.
Well, J-Dub's going to play, though, by the way, just to let you know.
All right, hold on a second.
Not to play, but he's going to.
All right, and then SGA over 10.5 points first quarter, minus 114.
Then I got to check if this is there. It's probably not even going to be the round anymore. Yeah, we'll take Kessler at 10 points.
Okay, and then Walker Kessler.
Yep.
That's not a Stenberg play?
No, I took him at 8.5 early in the day.
Well, he's 8.5 on DraftKings, MGM. It's all minus 25, but that's fine, right?
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Yep.
Kessler. Okay, let me see if I can. I got to make sure I can find this thing.
Don't worry, I'm not tailing Stenberg on that.
I wouldn't tail Stenberg if your life depended on it.
I'm interested to see how the lineup works with everybody in the lineup. So does that give him more room in the middle? Does that basically allow him least touches and he's just living off the offensive rebounds? But we'll see. I think the number's too low not to take a shot. Okay. Yeah, Batum's out tonight. There's a ton of guys that aren't playing. Harden's still game time decision. Dunn is out. Kawhi's out. Powell's out. Zubac is still out. So there's a reason. I expect Boston to be Holiday to be out. I expect KP to be out, which means you're going to have White, Brown, Tatum, and little man Pritchard, which I've already taken Pritchard's points.
All right, I'm just trying to get this SGA play in, and then we'll be all set. So,
yep.
For those, we bet a lot of stuff that people don't know is out there. So, if you're on FanDuel and you go to the Jazz Thunder game, you have to go to first quarter. So you'll see, up top, you'll see the normal stuff: player points, rebounds, threes, combos.
Yep.
So first quarter, and then if you go to SGA first quarter points, 10.5 down minus 15, that's fine. And we're only doing that for a half a unit.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Let's go SGA. Put a little money, put a little biscuit in the basket. So Kelly wants to talk about some trade rumors, I guess.
Okay, we can talk about trade. So no, I don't think so. So the big thing with the Bucks is Bradley Beal okayed himself going to Milwaukee. He will waive his no trade clause to be able to possibly traded to Milwaukee, which would open up the fact for Butler to be traded to the Suns. The Suns, if you don't know, recently gave away their 2031 pick unprotected for 3 first-round picks, but the 3 first-round picks are going to be somewhere between, most likely, pick 28 to 31 next year. In 27, it's going to be somewhere probably between pick 25 to 31 and probably 25 to 31 in 27. But that does give them at least 3 picks, and they also have their other picks that they can trade. So allows them to kind of do that Donovan Mitchell type 5 first-round type picks, whatever. Yep. Yeah, I said a half unit on that. So if you haven't noticed, SGA plays the entire first quarter.
Yep. Harden's out.
Yeah, that's why I expected Harden to be out.
Yeah.
So, like I said, I think the Clippers are punting this game. This is their 3rd game in 4 days. They turn around. They play the Wizards tomorrow. They'll bring their guys out to basically 100% get a win. Probably won't play the 4th quarter. Then they got to rest, and then they turn around and play on Saturday. So I expect them to punt this game.
So Jimmy Butler got suspended 2 more games, right?
Jimmy Butler got suspended 2 more games because he missed a flight. And then he told them, hey, he would just meet up with them, and they said, don't bother.
I mean, he's been checked out for a while.
He has been checked out for a while, but it's, again, they just wonder if it's just him trying to lower the price.
Of getting out of town. I mean, that might hurt. That might hurt him,
It doesn't, because it seems as a malcontent, and teams know when you have a malcontent, I'm not going to offer you that much because you want to get rid of him.
Exactly.
Correct. So that lowers the price.
The Zach LaVine thing is interesting too, because apparently the Bulls have been trying to trade him now for a year and a half, and they got no buyers. It's just like
nobody wants to take that contract.
That's what it is. It's the contract.
He's also a one-way player. He scores 25, 26. He gives up on the other end the same amount.
Bobby Marks had a really interesting tweet. He goes, here's a trend we're seeing with trades. None of the players recently moved had a salary greater than $20 million.
Well, there's a lot of reasons for that. One, you have the new collective bargain. So the first thing you want to look at when you talk trade, because the new collective bargain agreement that was essentially signed, anybody that's over the second apron has to match salary within 125% and can't aggregate salaries to do so. They can't take back more than what they gave out. So that's why one of the biggest question marks when they basically gave up, when the Lakers gave up D'Lo for like nothing, it was a question of why, because he was always seen as a guy that you could potentially bring back big because he had an $18 million salary. Instead, they bring back Dorian Finney-Smith and a couple of pieces. Now, technically, from a team standpoint, it was a right move because they don't need another star. They need guys that can fill roles. Because you've seen Dalton Connect, all of a sudden, just has no idea where that shot is. He is completely unsure of any shot he takes. And when he does take the shot, it doesn't come anywhere near what it should be. So, I mean, you have to kind of look because you have to match that cap. And so many teams were already over the apron. It's, I mean, you basically have one team under the salary cap in the entire league. That doesn't mean under the apron, but that means under the actual salary cap, there's one team under the salary cap. And your contending teams, Minnesota, Phoenix, Philadelphia, Boston, they're already all over the apron. That's why you're not hearing them, because they'd have to really match salary. That's why Bradley Beal's their piece to be able to get another guy in to get that, because Bradley Beal has such a high salary. They can match that. I think the Lakers, I got to look at their over the second apron now. So I think they are with that last deal because they're at 57 million. Denver's at 54 million. I mean, it's looking at so much. Once you're over that second apron, it's a very difficult time to find a deal. The idea where you could go ahead and just throw a third team in and that team to take, it's difficult to do so. That's why trading is generally 20 million or less, because there's more of those guys that you can trade. So,
all right. Let's update people on what's going on. I also want to say welcome to everybody that's in here that I've never seen before, and everybody that we have seen before. What's up, Matt? What up, Kelly? Our boy Ramon. If you want to come over, come on, buddy. Let's go. Kelly's saying Mel's a terrific capper. He's wanted some money. I like it. Hey, and if you prove yourself to be a good capper, and if you're in our chat, we might be tailing picks. And not only that, get in our Discord, dude. Get in our Discord. We have the sharpest team out there. Like, not even team, just subscribers, Fox. You know this. You see our guys all the time. Really, really sharp guys. Big bettors, bettors that, coordinators look at and we tail. Yeggs made me a ton of money this season just from Amari Cooper alone. Signed is really good at what he does, on and on and on. So that's what we got going on. Lane, what is up? We did. You already talked about SGA. That's right. LH Grant's in the house. What do you think about team total under on the Clippers?
Yeah. 100%. The only question, that game's going to be played with lightning pace.
Boston trifecta.
Boston.
Mel is a female. All right. We'll start calling. I don't know about him, her.
I don't, Kelly, I don't understand what we're talking about, the Boston trifecta.
Okay. Gerardo's on the Rockets -10.
Okay. -10?
-110.
Oh, -110. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I should have said that. And then
I was like, he's got a lot more faith in the Rockets than I do to be able to take them on an alt spread at -10.
Yeah. I'll say this, Kelly, that Joe Madden is a girl that I've worked with for a while. I consider her a friend. She's very good at hockey. She knows her shit. We should get her on sometime. Lane talking about NBA, NHL, college basketball. That's a trifecta.
Oh, okay.
That's all he's saying.
Well, I mean, the Bruins are already up 1-0, aren't they? And who's BU play? I will tell you, BU is not on my radar tonight.
BU is not on your radar. Okay. God, I'm just waiting for a good time to get in on Kansas here. It's driving me nuts.
BU's got to be playing right now, but they're down by 16 to Navy. That might kill the trifecta. What was the spread?
All right. Listen. Let's go over our bets, okay? What does Maddie say? Smash the bell. I guess that's the like button. Hit the bell. Just do that. It's going to take you a 10th of a second. You're watching this show for free. All the new guys and girls in here, you get a chance. Subscribe to our YouTube channel too, right up there. Hit subscribe. Turn on your notifications. You'll know when we're on. But let's start with the Pistons and the Hawks. This is a 13-point lead for the Pistons. 41-28, 9:42 to play in the first half.
Yep.
What are we on in this game? We got a Kongwu rebounds. He's been stuck on 4 for like 8 million hours. So, but he just went to the bench. Duren's on the bench. He's got 4. We're in a good spot with both those guys. Anything else we're on in this Pistons-Hawks game?
Jalen Johnson is on the floor right now for rebounds. But if you look, I mean, the Detroit bench came out and is lightning fire. You've got Beasley with 10 points already. You've got Fontecchio, who I really hope someday leaves Detroit because they're not using him right. It's 7 points there versus basically you go to the Atlanta bench and it's Capella. And Capella's going to once again get another double-double off the bench again tonight. Yep, they're coming off a 6-game road trip. It is a tough spot for them. Detroit, what we talked about, hasn't won there in 5 years. Maybe this is the night. We'll see. But Atlanta's generally been a slow starter in a lot of their games and come back too. So, yep.
Oh, very frustrating missing out on a number. Okay, Timberwolves, Mavericks. Mavs up 22-17 after a period. Gobert, we're on 2.5 blocks to the over. He's got 1. What else are we on in this game?
2 blocks.
We're on 1.5 blocks to the over. He's got 1 block.
Yes. He's got 1 block. We need 1 more block.
1 more block. Anything else in this game we're on? Gafford points?
We're on Reed points. We're on Dillingham points, who just kind of got in the game. They haven't scored yet. And we're on Gafford.
What do we need from Gafford? 13.5 or 14.5?
13.5.
So we need 14. He's got 4 through 1. Everything's setting up fine here in the early moments of these games of the first, second period. So that's looking good. What do we got in Suns and Nets?
Officially? No. I don't even know if you put it on. It would be Ryan Dunn would be the only official thing. But I don't know. I don't think you put it on out there. Yeah, you did. You did.
He's got 2 points.
Yeah, we got him a half unit, and it's fine. 2 points is perfectly fine.
I didn't even bother tailing that as half unit. I was like, screw it.
Yep.
All right, settle down, Creeper. As cute as Joe is. Come on, man. What are we doing here?
We've got the Memphis game that just started. Utah's off to a nice start. Collins has got 5 points coming back for his first game back. SGA's got 2. Wiggins has got 5 already. Let's go.
All right. Very good. So we have some females in here. That's great. Like I've been begging to try and get some female viewers in here because it's just a bunch of us dudes between the ages of 21 and 60, right? So that's it.
Yep. Well, you never know that. I mean, we're the screen names.
Who said they got a crush on her? I ain't got a crush on nobody. Oh, Maddie said he's got a crush on her.
Well, that would make sense. Maddie's got a crush on like 18 people. So
yeah, I wouldn't take that seriously. And really, he had no crushes until he got kicked out of Twin Peaks. And then once he got kicked out of Twin Peaks, I mean,
well, that's because that bartender doesn't like him.
Well, it's his fault too. He got drunk and he went overboard. But he should not have been kicked out.
Yeah,
should not have been kicked out. So Kelly is a female. I'm just going to write this down so I remember. Here we go. Females.
Hold on. I just want to say Kelly with an I is what we're wondering if it's a female.
I didn't wonder if anything that people are just saying I'm a female or this person's a female. So Kelly with an I is a female. Mel, who I would think is Melissa, is a female. Okay. My mom, female. I'm pretty sure your wife, female. Fox? Yes or no?
Yes.
All right. Now, what are we on? Murray State basketball too?
Of course.
The races, and they're up by a point, 15 minutes left in the game in regulation against the Salukis in Carbondale, Illinois. So, and we're right on pace there too. Everything's just on pace right now.
I'm watching this Evansville game too. Hopefully I can get a couple more points.
Here are the Clippers players available tonight. Porter Jr., Mann, Derek Jones, Amir Coffey, Bamba, Highland, Jordan Million, Cam Christie, Trenton Flowers, Kai Jones, and Kobe Brown. How much are they getting their asses kicked by tonight? Third game in 4 nights?
But I expect the Celtics to follow suit on a lot of guys too. So
third game in 4 nights, and they play again tomorrow too.
Correct.
Well, we took the money line in a parlay, so screw it.
Yes. Well, we need Atlanta to show up. Yeah. We'll see.
Atlanta's getting their asses kicked. That's one bet that we're not on target right now.
Well, again, this is kind of the one thing that you look at and say Detroit's shooting 61% for the field, 63% for the three. That's not going to continue.
Okay.
So plenty of time to get back into this game. It's NBA basketball. So
you know what the biggest story in sports was today?
The biggest story in sports?
Yeah, what do you think the biggest story in sports was today?
The
Chiefs getting calls.
The snow? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we talked about that. Whether
the Chiefs getting calls. We talked. It's still the hot topic because it's the NFL and anything they can do with the Chiefs, they're just going to talk about. But it actually is an interesting argument because some people have data saying that the Chiefs don't get the calls, and then some people have data that the Chiefs do get the calls.
Well, the most penalties are actually this year have been called against Josh Allen, which is hilarious. But
yeah. And actually in his career, Josh Allen has had more roughing the passer calls. Hey, real quick, Gerardo's throwing out Clippers Celtics under.
What number are you getting? 217? Okay.
Is 217 a good number to go under?
Yeah, probably.
Let me see
it's
here.
Probably, I have a feeling that this game could be coming out and just played with no pace. I mean, it is so much. Like I'd be more looking at Celtics team total over. Really? I don't think there's going to be. I just have a feeling this game is going to be up and down. And yes, you don't know who Kobe Brown is, but Kobe Brown has scored double digits plenty of times when he's been started. So is Kevin Porter. Kevin Porter used to be a 20-point scorer with the Rockets when he was starting. He's going to have unlimited chance. Bones Highland is going to get some run tonight. Amir Coffey is probably getting 15 to 20. We need 11, so we're going to be perfectly fine. I think this game is going to be played up and down. I really think the Celtics aren't going to slow it. They're just going to play around, and they tend to play down to their competition. And it wouldn't shock me if they played down to their competition.
Gerardo's in the house. He got 218 earlier. Gnarly's here. What up, Gnarly? You still digging out from the snow down there in Houston? I just think that's crazy, man. It's freaking insane. The only thing that would blow my mind more is if the Keys got it. And that would be the end of it. I mean, just mind-blowing shit. Anyways, let's give the spiel again one more time, and then I won't have to do it again for an hour. Nuke the house. I see a lot of new names in here. Good evening. He's Foxy. I'm Holden. And we give you live, real-time, in-game bets right to your phone. So you don't got to watch this show. In-game notifications. You sign up for our service. We put a bet out. We throw it in the Discord. You turn your notifications on. That goes right to your phone, maybe your laptop or something like that too. And we'll give you the play. We'll give you the number. We'll give you the book to bet it at. Our cappers last year were up over 400 units. You're like, that's impossible. Well, it's not impossible. We have tracked all of our picks. We are not one of these shops that say, oh, well, we're 15-2 and we're betting minus 200s. No, a lot of our bets are plus money bets. Our best capper, our most profitable capper, Keg, our chief profitability officer, hits about 30 to 35% of his bets, and he wins a shit ton of money. It's a different way of beating the book. Now, we have different type of bettors. We got Foxy, who's a volume bettor. Shit ton of bets. And by the end, by the way, are you seeing what this Kansas TCU game? Hunter Dickinson won't let go of the basketball. They walked out of bounds on a jump ball. I mean, this is ridiculous. These guys are idiots. But settle down, Dickinson. I love you, but what is this bullshit he's pulling? Anyways, $100 better up $42,000 last year. We track all our plays. We bet differently. We don't want to bet just normal ways that people have been losing money to the books for a long time. One of the only guys I know that can do that, well, Zargo's really good at it too. Maddie's good at it, is this guy, Fox. So we do have some guys that bet, minus 10s, minus 125, some plus money bets. Then we got guys that hit 35% of their bets and win a shit ton of units. So that's how we do business here. NukeTheHouse.com. Real-time in-game betting notifications right to your phone. So you don't have to watch the shows. You get our pre-flop picks too. $59.99 a month, or sign up and use the code NukeThePlayoffs for 1 free week.
Utah's giving them everything to handle. They're up to a nice 18-12 start. There, the guys. John Collins coming back. He's roared out to 9 points already in his first game back. Wiggy's got 5. SGA's got 4. He's actually 1 for 5 tonight. Not great for a 10.5. But he keeps getting to the line, so that's the only positive thing.
Do you want a free play from our Discord from Zargo, who was on fire last night?
Yeah, what's Zargo got?
All right. Zargo has an NHL play for everybody. Toronto money line plus 120, plus 20 on MGM. So the Maple Leafs money line plus 20 MGM. All right, I'm tailing Zargo. He swept the board last night. All the hockey people were tremendous. I just learned that Mel is a woman. So, I feel more comfortable about you hitting me up all the time in the chat here. No, I'm kidding. Anyways, it really doesn't matter to me. And that's a live bet. So the Leafs are down 1-0. And you can get that now at plus 115 on BetMGM. First intermission, Blue Jackets over the Leafs. 1-0 full unit bet plus 115. What do you think about that bet, Mel? What do you think about that bet? Yeah, Lane, Maple Leafs on fire. So that bet's in. One thing that's interesting about this show, too, is I have no idea what we bet by the end of the night. I have no fucking clue what we're on right now. Like, there's a few bets I know. Let's go to the Pistons-Hawks game. Okay. For example, I know we're on Jalen Duren points. He needs 11. He's already got 6. We still got 4.5 minutes left in the first period. Would that be correct?
That is correct.
We need 9 Okongwu rebounds. We got 5. Is that correct?
That is correct.
I have no idea what else we're on in this game. What else are we on in this game? No
1 second. I'm looking at.
We're not on Fontecchio.
I'm looking at Toronto right now.
Okay, you take care of Toronto.
We're on Duren, we're on Jalen Johnson, and we're on Okongwu.
Oh, we're on Jalen Johnson too. Jalen Johnson points, I would think. He's got rebounds. He's got 2.
Yeah, he needs to get going.
He needs to get it into gear here. So 2 out of 3 bets are looking really good there.
Yep.
So we got Naz Reid, Daniel Gafford, and Rob Dillingham. Let's go check that game out. I would think that's the Timberwolves Mavericks game, right? Yep. So Naz Reid right now has 2, 2, and 0. We need 14.5 points. So Naz Reid's got to pick his shit up right now. Daniel Gafford, we need 14 points at a good old Dan. The hell is he right now? He's got 6 on the bench, 7:20 to play in the second quarter. Plenty of time there. That's not looking bad at all. And then Dillingham, who we need to get 8 points, has got a goose egg.
Yep. So you do realize you did win money last night at the Nashville, Florida game.
Yeah.
Nashville coming back, winning actually by 2 goals.
Yeah, that was Mel. She got plus. She put us on a 285 money line winner.
She put on 285 winner, and I put you on the puck line with Florida. That was another nice plus 200 on the parlay.
She this up. We might have to have a. Let's see how she does. I'll give you the rest of the month. So what do we got? Another show. Let's see how she's doing the next 2 weeks. If she keeps going, we might have her on.
Well, hockey's going to have a big old break here in February.
The Four Nations.
Yeah, the Four Nations tournament.
Yeah, that's fine. But yeah, we give out plays in just about every sport except for motocross. I mean, we got NBA, NFL, college basketball, NCAA basketball, WNBA. NHL. What am I missing? There's just so many sports that are out there. Golfing. So we're just rolling here, guys. NASCAR, huge into NASCAR. I don't know how many of you bet NASCAR, but that's the most profitable sport here. That's the bankroll builder. That's the bankroll builder.
You just got to make sure you've got an hour and a half to actually sit down and watch the. Now that one, I would say you do need to watch the show.
Yeah. God damn it, Maddie. I'm just not in a baseball mode yet, pal. Maddie was up over 30 units in baseball. All his picks are tracked. Lane cast 2 highlight picks, parlays.
Yeah, Richards has got 2 and 8 tonight. So
name one highlight player. Fox.
Highlight?
Yeah.
Julio Sanchez.
I was going to say something like that too. Salvador Ramirez.
You know it's rigged, though, right?
Is it? Highlights rigged?
Highlight has basically been talked about plenty of times. There was stuff in the Miami Herald in the old times where there were tons of payoffs that were going for highlight.
That makes sense, right? And then the other one that's rigged is the ping pong. The Russian table tennis, which is probably the greatest money laundering scheme in the history of sports betting. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. All right, let me see if I can get in on this Kansas game yet. I've been waiting all day. Kansas finally down by a point. If I can get him at 3.5, I don't even know if I should take him at this point. I hope they go down by like 5. Yeah, it's only a 3.5 points. I can't do it. I can't do it.
BU's coming back. Maybe we should go on BU to get this trifecta. They're down 11 right now.
Settle down.
Down a little bit. Kansas
minus 2.5. Now there's something I can get behind. 2.5.
Yep.
All right, guys. Now I am for those of you that are not familiar, I am a co-owner in this business, and my picks are for recreational purposes only. I mean, I'm serious. That's just the way it is. All right. So I'm going to tell you that up front. I came up as a radio TV guy around Washington, D.C. for 13 years, Boston for a little bit. So I'm more of that type of thing. But if we can get Kansas at 2.5, we got to take Kansas at 2.5.
Oh, that was glorious defense there by Minnesota. Oh, that was actually Minnesota who dunked it. Sorry, from Dallas. I mean, I don't know how you let a guy basically just pass the ball in, dribble in to the wing, and just drive right in with nobody actually coming to contest him and just dunks the ball. 5 guys were watching. Hey, good drive. All right. Here comes Tari Easton getting involved here. Let's go, boy. Jalen Green, I'm starting to wonder whether they need to sit him with the wrist. He's 1 of 6 again to start off the game. Really tough. The scoring is coming from Amon Thompson, but the Rockets have cut this back down to 3. So,
Mel, just real quick, I know you're talking. Mel says we survived the Denver sports talk radio here. I don't even feel like I was a sports talk show host in this town. It was like 6 to 8 months, and it was nothing. So, no, I don't feel like that. All right, live bet coming in. Recreational purposes, Kansas minus 1.5, minus 118. Kansas minus 1.5, minus 115 now at FanDuel. Kansas minus 1.5, minus 15 at FanDuel. The bet is not placed, of course. God damn it. Hopefully that'll come back soon.
All right.
Sooner than later.
I refuse to feel that this team is going to lose again 2 in a row. I'm going to take Florida. And I'm still trying to choose. Let me see if I can find it first.
Florida Gators basketball, number 5 team in the nation.
Yep.
Should we just take their points, or you want to take the money line?
I'm trying to take the plus 3.5.
I mean, that's minus 28 over here.
Yeah, FanDuel's got it juiced so much.
Yeah.
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 What's DraftKings got it at?
I don't know. I'm on Bet Rivers right now looking for it. 163. They're not even offering points in that game.
Oh, it's -1.5, 105. Yep, I'll go ahead and take that. I'll take that for half unit play. DraftKings -105 plus 3.5.
DraftKings Florida -105.
Yep, plus 3.5.
Plus 3.5 -105. Live.
Yep.
All right, that's in Florida plus 3.5 -105. I'm going to throw that in the chat now.
Been watching that, so that's the game I've been saying. So it's time for Willie to take over here, and that's what he's doing. Come on, Walter. Walter Clayton, let's go. Little Will Richard, little Walter Clayton, let's go.
God damn it, I'm going to miss out on that Kansas number. Motherfucker. Oh, I hate that. Gator money line for sure. Lane's taking the money line.
I mean, you can take the money line. It's perfectly fine. I mean, South Carolina has been up almost the entire game. So, and the Gators are kind of battling back. The Gators are a better team. Gators, though, have been in a funk, especially if you look at their recent games. They lost to Missouri. They did beat. I thought they lost that game. I guess they came back. So they came back, beat Arkansas. We were in the Tennessee game where Tennessee. Oh, that's right. Tennessee's the one that didn't show up that game. I thought it was the Gators, and then they lost to Kentucky. Yep.
All right, LH. When was I on in Boston? So I was on in Boston like 2003. Me and Ryan Russillo and a guy named Kevin Winter, who does ESPN like updates and stuff. But that was 20-something years ago. And then in 2008, I was I left Sirius XM and I was doing shows in DC, but they were opening up the Sports Hub. So I was up. My family lived in Boston. I moved up to Boston for 4 months, did nights there, ended up getting a better offer in Washington, DC. So 2 different stints in Boston, not very long stints, either one of them, but they were memorable because it's one of the great sports towns in America. New York, Boston, Chicago, Philadelphia. Where am I wrong here, Fox? What great sports town? Seriously, those are the big 4. Like if I had to put tier 1 great sports towns, I would go, probably Boston, Chicago, Philly, New York.
Yeah, I mean, from just hearing about it, yeah.
Denver is a great sports town, Mel. Great sports town. The only thing I will say is that the Avs are still not getting enough love in this town, even after winning the title. And I still don't feel like there's that. And the Rockies are just horrible. People go to the games. They sell the place out. They get 30. You're right. Denver's definitely a top 5 or 6 sports town. Yes, you are correct, Mel. I'm glad you found it too, Lane. Take care of yourself, buddy. You subbed, you put the notifications on, you're the man. Fist pump to you. Thanks for stopping by, Lane. Do like Lane did.
Atlanta definitely did not show up tonight. Congo's got 6, though, so that's good.
Atlanta's not showing up. Stick a fork in the bet.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they're down 22.
We're not toast yet. Florida's within 6. No, now they're down 9. Now they're down 9. Never mind. Move along.
Murray State's up 8.
Let's go. Is it too soon to talk about Golden State, Sacramento?
Yeah, it's 10 o'clock. Let's go through other things. I mean, we would talk NFL more if you want to talk about.
Oh God, I want to touch so much NFL.
And we can talk about FSU and Cal. We could talk Winnipeg and Colorado. All those things happened before then. So,
all right, let's talk NFL.
We can talk BU's down by 7 now. They're going to get this trifecta for our listener home.
Who was it that had the trifecta?
I don't know. I think Kelly.
Imagine me being on Kansas -1.5, not getting the bet in, and now they're up 6. God damn it. Sports betting can be frustrating. All right. We really haven't had any movement either in these NFL games, have we? I'm seeing 6.5 still at FanDuel for the Philly Washington game. They moved it to 2 at BetMGM and Caesars and Sugar House, Bet Rivers for Buffalo, Kansas City. Now you can't tease 6.5, apparently. You just can't, right? You can't tease 6.5. You could do a little plus 8.
If you want a minus EV bet, you could take T6.5.
I know. I'm not going to.
But everyone who says that, I laugh. We'll also have a money line parlay.
Yeah. Lane, sorry, you're the girl. You're the girl, Lane. Sorry. Dude, just an influx of women tonight. See what happens when I don't comb my hair, Fox? No, absolutely not. Fathead's on. What up, Fathead? He's on Durant over 8.5 boards tonight.
All right. I don't even know if I have that game listed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I lost that game for somehow.
Oh, yeah, LH, that's what it must have been, 15-10. I don't even. It's again 22 years ago. It was 15-10 or so. But Sean McDonough was our midday guy. Yeah, 15-10.
Yeah.
You haven't taken a teaser since they started offering alt lines, Maddie? That makes sense.
Well, we talked about it. We talked about alt lines, and I talked about this. Actually, I talked about this with Gil in a text one time, and then he came back and asked me to text on this. I was like, people don't have to tease anymore, because the old days you used to have to select 6.5, 6-point teaser. Now you can just select, I'll take 2.5 on that team, and I'll take 1.5 on that team, and it ends up being a 4-point in this game and an 8-point in that game, and still comes out to the same odds. Or relatively close to them. As long as you can get it down to add a unit or a unit in third, that's perfectly fine. So Gafford's got 8, so that's good. Durant's got really pissed off. I'm trying to see where you can get this number for Durant, man.
If anybody did get the Kansas bet in, congratulations, because they're just ramrodding the TCU Horned Frogs right now. Been a nice turnaround. Gafford's got 8. Nasreed has 6 and 2.
Yep.
Gobert still has 1 block, so they just need 1 more.
Yep. Richards got 8 rebounds.
6 rebounds at halftime. Do you think the Suns blow the Nets out?
I mean, it's only 12 right now. That's still going to have to be.
So what did he get Durant at?
8.5. You can get 8.5 and minus 150 right now. It's out there. Well, you can throw that in with you can throw that in with the Celtics, and you end up right at minus 115.
Yeah. So it opened at 6. It was 6.5 coming into the game.
Yep. The question is, you're only probably going to get a quarter to get this, maybe, if they get off to a nice start. I really wish books gave you live player quarter props. Because FanDuel teases you with that little, hey, we'll give you points, 6 points, 8 points, 10 points, blah, blah, blah. But they don't give you any of the other stats. Like, I would love to be able to somebody to say, okay, that guy to get 3 rebounds this quarter. That guy to get two assists this quarter. I would be all over that. I would definitely just be taking so many more bets, which I really probably should take more.
All right, Foxy, old man water bathroom break. I'll be back in a couple of minutes. You are in good hands, everybody. While I'm gone, smash the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and let's see what Foxy gets on here.
Yep, I'm taking a look at things live, seeing what options we have. Obviously, Atlanta being down 18 is not exactly what I want to see. Jalen Duren tends to do this. Sometimes he gets off to great starts, and then he gets completely ignored. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Johnson, I'm not worried about his rebounds. He actually generally picks up a bunch in bunches. I'm going to try to see. They do need to stay within contact. Is the one thing. There, I am kind of shocked how well Detroit's playing. Now, I like Detroit. I gave them pre-flop before the season started as a playoff team. I still think they're a playoff team. They've got a very nice bench, which a lot of teams forget. Hey, if we just have a bunch of guys on the bench that can score, we can win games because we can win those minutes. It just seems to be it's totally overlooked by most teams. So kind of surprised on that. So taking a look and see if there's anything that's worth live betting. Something where the book is highly not watching the game. But at 16, you just got to hope Atlanta plays any kind of factor before you look into this. If Detroit just blows away at the third quarter, I mean, everything's going to be shot because no one's going to play. So nothing I can see jumps out. All right, we've got a lot of live bets we're looking at. Things we got a halftime in that game. This Dallas game is not really fun to watch. If you've been watching, it's really not really basketball in any way, shape, function, or form. He just stuttered step before he attempted to do that. That's a travel. Oh, it just drives me nuts. And they throw the ball out of bounds. There's really nothing there. Go look at the college basketball games. Murray State's up by 9. BU's cut it to 7. 5 minutes to go. Florida's cut it to 5. UIC is taking over Evansville. They're up 14. Kind of glad I stayed away from that. Utah and OKC are tied. Hey, did anybody know if I don't know if we got our 10.5. He has 15. There's only been a minute play. We had to cash that. Unless he just scored like 5 points. Yeah, we cashed that. He got 15 in the first quarter. So.
What time it is? What time it is? What time it is? It's time to go. Ring that bell. Ring that bell. Ring that bell. It's time to.
All right, ring that bell. SGA over 10.5 in the first quarter. Comes home. Russ out with the 15 points, which they needed all those. J-Dub got 0 points. Wiggins has got 5. So, yep. So we will take that. Kessler's got 4 and 6.
Hey, time out.
Yep.
What the fuck was that? I heard. What we cash a bet?
We cast the SGA first quarter.
Let's go, Foxy. Put it on the board.
Shockingly, he scored 15 points in the first quarter.
I mean, that's a great bet right there. He always comes out and sets the tone, doesn't he? And then do we ever want to think about betting his unders since he always gets off the hot starts? Like after the hot start?
He's second or third in the league in scoring.
Yeah.
I mean, no. He has a tendency. He can score 40 whenever he would like to. And you don't know if he's going to be necessarily need to. Now, granted, everybody said this was going to be a blowout game. It's 33-33 with 10 minutes to go. So we ring the bell. When I get a bet that's right, we ring the bell. So I have a lot of different ways that shows some cowbell or talks about ringing the bell. So I play those little clips. So that's it. That's my little song for ring the bell. So Memphis is up big. Bridges has got 5 still. Ball's only got 1 assist. Wells has got 3. Jackson's got there. Baines still got 7. Luke Kennard's got 1 rebound if you're tracking at home. So it's on pace for his 3.5. We'll see. And this Houston-Cleveland game, which should be the game that's on TV, is a very good game. I'll have to put that on. Amen Thompson still leading the way with 6 points. Cam Whitmore's got 10 already, actually. Tari Eason's got 6. So the Houston bench basically bringing them back in this game, which they have the advantage from the bench with all the guys missing. So,
hey, what'd you think of the Ben Johnson hire?
I like it, but I don't understand. I like it, but I don't. Yeah. I like it, but I don't understand it because my question is the whole reason he didn't go to Washington because he didn't want a running or scrambling quarterback.
Yeah.
The only way Caleb Williams is going to be successful is if he actually starts to use his legs, which he did towards the end of the year, to create plays and to make things go. So what was the difference? Why is the change? You don't have the same personnel that you had in Detroit. It's not even the same elements. You're going to have to you're a team that's been built to have a fast pace, air it out, vertical passing game. He's a nice guy, nice offense. We'll just see if he's basically got elevated because of the parts that he had in Detroit, or did he actually is able to adapt to what he actually has in Chicago.
My thoughts on the Bears is that the ownership situation is so bad and the general manager is so bad that it's almost impossible to succeed there. Maybe he gets into a playoff or something like that. I'm still high on Caleb Williams. Now, Jaden Daniels is on another level. Like, we've never seen this before. I thought CJ Stroud was great last year. Daniels blew him out of the water this year. But as far as developing a quarterback, we're going to find out. Like, I thought Goff just needed a new situation. He and McVay didn't get along. He was a number one pick. He obviously had the talent. But then you throw Monra out there. That he did develop. He helped develop Jameson Williams. They had a great running game. They need to figure out that running game is what they need to figure out more than anything else. I think you get Caleb Williams a running game, you take less pressure off of him. If he can figure out a way to get a David Montgomery, who used to be there, and all-world running back Jahmyr Gibbs, it's not going to be easy. But he's definitely fighting an uphill battle there.
Yeah, and I mean, the Bears have been drafting offensive linemen every draft fairly high, and they just don't work out. So it's still going to be very interesting. I mean, if you look at what Detroit did, Detroit spent so much draft capital before those guys were even there on offensive linemen. Then they got the draft where they got two guys where they were able to draft Sewell and Aiden Hutchinson in the same draft. I mean, that's just nuts. Ragnow was drafted late first round one year, and they really built their offensive line. That's essentially what the Bears really need to do. So I don't know. I mean, it's very interesting to see the other hire that basically the Raiders did, which I thought was kind of interesting just because of the timing of it, where they basically signed Spytek. So the assistant GM to the Bucks signs, yeah. Oh, that'll be great. Trey Smith, that'll help. Yeah. I mean, they were drafted to offensive tackle last year. Instead, they took a Donze when Skoronek was there. So, I mean, who knows what they're going to do?
Do you know what the best thing that ever happened to the Jaguars was? Cohn not taking that job, forcing Shad Khan to fire Trent Baalke. That's the best thing that ever happened to the Jaguars. As far as the Raiders go, what a debacle that is. What are they doing?
They took Darnell Wright over Skoronek the year before. Wright was out. Wright, the jury's still out on Wright. Okay, last year was basically his rookie year because he only played like one or two games his actual rookie year. But it wasn't good this year in any way, shape, function. So hopefully he takes a huge step forward. But, I mean, they've been running through so many guys. Who's the guy? Because they took Jones at the 9th pick. Okay, you're right. I am talking about the different draft. You're right. But there was another guy that they were expected to take, offensive lineman out of Northwestern. Was it Johnson, was it? I can't remember. I'm getting old and losing the drafts. Yep. I can't remember. I mean, that's going to be the question. I mean, time will tell. But the game's going to be run on Caleb, offensive line help. And we'll see what he does. I mean, we've taken hot coordinators before. We took the Chiefs hot coordinator for 2 years in a row. Two consecutive hires. Hasn't helped. Just because you get a guy who had success at another team, unless you get those players to come along with them, doesn't always mean you're going to have success. So we'll see. We'll see what his knowledge is and how he gets a young guy, and we'll see if he can adapt or the Chicago media is going to kill him. So I do think the Spytek is for the Raiders because they had all their first interviews. Then they hired a GM. And I was joking with my buddy and who works in the front office. I was like, what, are you just going to have Spytek look at videos of those interviews? Or are you just telling him which guys you liked? And he's only doing that for the second time. Yeah. Yeah, Nagy was running Andy Reid's offense. Eberflus was running Andy Reid's offense. Yeah, I mean, you got to run something that works for Caleb. Hopefully, he can figure out what that is.
I'm just
All right,
waiting. Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
We got Murray State up 10. Florida's down 2 with a minute to go. Ooh, that game's on TV. I'm gonna switch to that. All right, we got the 2 killer W's. Been in 4 left to go. Houston is, like I said, the Houston bench is just overwhelming right now. Whitmore's got 12. Easton's got 9. The second quarter. I love Tari Easton. He's going to be a really good player.
I got a question for you. This is about the industry, right? How do you think, would you say you're dialed into the sports betting industry?
Yes.
Okay. So I was having a conversation with a buddy about this the other day. The whole thing about gambling, right? Sports gambling is sports betting has had an awful public perception forever, right? It's the same old, it's the bookie, it's this and that.
Yep.
And now we got
legs. Yep.
and now it's legalized, and we've got 2 books that are taking 70% of all the action, and everybody else is scrambling for the other 30%, whatever. But what I have noticed in this industry, and trust me, the sports media, if we cash another bet, because go for it.
Not yet.
Okay. What I've noticed about this industry and the sports radio business, there's a lot of soft people. They could call out people all the time, athletes, but then when somebody comes back at them, it's bad. But
yep.
I think it's 10 times worse in our business in sports betting now. And I think that there's just a lot of shady characters in our business, and we're fighting an uphill battle trying to get sports betting to be accepted by the general public. I mean, it's being accepted by a lot of men in the general public, but not all of them. And we got a bad reputation, and I feel like there's reason for it because there's a lot of pieces of shit in this business.
I question when you say there, because when they look at the age bracket from 18 to 25, 80% of them are actively sports betting.
Yeah, you're right. There's an age difference too.
In the 8 states that sports betting has been legalized, savings accounts have gone down by 24%. My brother was just telling me this. So that's the only reason I understand that. So meaning that the average person is not saving. They're betting or doing different stuff with the money. The difference is some of the things, and there's some laws that have been put in different states have been trying to do this, is to stop the books from overly highlighting the 14 play plus 14,000 odd winner that happens, because the guy probably did about 40 of those before one of them hit. Now, granted, one hits, that's fine. It's perfectly fine. But they overemphasize those and over-glamorize those where people look and see that. But now you're saying from the general public in the old perception, because the old perception people don't realize and don't bet, is you have to put money in. It's not like the old days where you got a guy, I got to go steal something because I got to pay my bookie by the end of the week or something like that. And you have to have the money first to be able to go through. Now, the only one that doesn't allow you to do that is if you have a G-Bank card. They allow you just to deposit directly from your credit card. That's the only thing that's there. So we've got 17 seconds. Florida has the ball down 1. So we're down to 10 seconds here.
Let's go, Foxy. Let's go cash that.
5. Oh, yes, Florida's up 1.
Let's go. We should have hit the money line.
Carolina takes the shot. They miss it. That's it. Florida wins by 1.
We should have hit the money line, but that's good.
Doesn't matter. It's still casher.
Hold on a second.
Ring the bell. Ring the
Stop
bell.
the music. Stop the music. Stop the music. Hurricane Johnson, our bets need to wake the F up. What is he talking about?
There's some bets that definitely need to wake up. I mean, But again, we played half of a thing of basketball in most of those games. Bain's been at 7 points for a quarter. He came out and hit 7 real quick right out of the way. Bridges is at 5. Other than that, he's basically had a brick fest. They're down 19. Also doesn't help. So, yeah, there's things that definitely do need to get going. Kessler's been stuck on 4 and 6 for a while.
We've cashed a lot of stuff already, though.
We've cashed a couple bets, yeah, but we still got plenty left in the coffer.
All right, so we are not. So Hurricanes, right? We're not doing great right now. Is that what you're saying?
No, from a bet, there's no games that's completed. The games that have completed that basically are losers is 0. The games that we hit the first quarter. Wells, Bain, Johnson, LaMelo, Bridges, correct. Those guys are sitting there. Those guys have also only played a quarter and a half.
Okay,
so
we're fine.
We have time. There's nothing that is completed where those guys there. Now they need to keep close. Duran's got 8 points, so we need 3 more points from Duran. We're in the third quarter.
Didn't get on SGA or Florida. I got it, that guy. Johnson, Hurricane.
Yeah, I mean, it happens. He didn't get on SGA. He didn't get on Florida. So that doesn't help. No, it doesn't help you. But again, I can't help what you get on. I know you're not going to get on everything. I'm pretty much think we're going to get this Murray State. They're up by 10 with 45 seconds. So, yeah. Murray State should be the second casher. And if you're tracking at home, because I know you are, that's 4 NCAA basketball plays in a row that all cashed.
Fox has 40-plus plays on the 3 early games. I tailed everything that Fox did. Everything tonight. Let's go through these because I want to do this. Bucks Celtics money line double. I mean, that's canceled out because we got.
Well, technically, it's going to pay something. But it's going to pay.
Yeah, we're going to get minus 800 on the Celtics. That's fine.
Yes.
Where are we on Miles Bridges? 18.5 points.
He's been sitting at 5. He's been sitting at 5 for over a quarter.
Where are we on LaMelo?
LaMelo only has 1. Definitely hasn't been passing the ball.
Wells. Where are we on Wells?
Wells has got 4, so we're still within playing. So
we're alive there. Bain.
Yeah. He's got 7. He's been sitting at 7 forever. He just needs to come get some volume.
Okay.
He's 3 for 4, shooting 75%.
Jalen Johnson.
The in that game is they're up 22 points.
Jalen Johnson.
That game's still going on. Atlanta, he's still stuck at 3. Congo is 6, if you want to call that.
All right. Congo is doing good. What about Duran?
Duran's got 10 points.
Okay, so we're looking good there. We need 1 more out of him. Naz Reid?
Well, we just got out of halftime. Naz Reid has 6. So
okay, so he's in there. Gafford and Dillingham? Dillingham has got nothing, right?
Yeah, Dillingham's 0 for 2. I think Dillingham to wake up, but again, he's got a small number. So
what about Gafford?
Gafford's got 8. So yep.
Okay. Murray State looking good.
Yep.
We are up by 9 with 2 seconds. Oh, that's fine. You're way ahead of me on that. Okay, so that's looking pretty good. Murray State college basketball play. Let's keep going down this thing. Stanford minus 10.5. We'll find out later about that. Hawks Celtics parlay not doing good because the Hawks. Okay. Gobert has 1 block. He needs 1 more. We're totally in that.
Yep.
Done. Half a unit play. I don't even know if I tailed that. Yeah, I did tail that.
Dunn's got 4.
Okay, so he's in the mix. And then has Jalen Green started?
Jalen Green is playing. Yeah, he's playing for the Rockets. He's the one with the hurt wrist. So it's 56-50. Green has missed both threes that he's attempted.
Okay. I'm glad we're going through this. This is the other thing about Nuke the House. Completely transparent. If we're good, we're good. We tell you. If we suck, we suck. We tell you. Wiggins, 11.5 points.
I haven't looked into that, but he was doing fine earlier. So he's got 7. Yep.
7. So that's looking pretty good. Collier, 4.5 assists.
He's got 1 in the second quarter.
No, I can't. You can't judge that then. That's too early, especially on an even money bet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 that are doing shitty.
Yep.
4 that are complete toss-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that are looking really good, and 2 that are already cashed. So
Kessler's kicking ass. He's 8.
I think we're doing okay. We're kind of where we need to be. And then when you're a volume better, again, when you're doing things like Fox, like add it up at the end of the night. Don't freak out in the middle. Okay. Don't freak out in the middle of the night if things are going good or things are going bad. Just don't. You'll be fine. Okay.
All right, Johnson and Congo each got a rebound. That's good. We're up to 7. Let's go. What do I need for a Congo?
All right. So the Murray State thing is basically done.
I mean, Southern Illinois is going to foul. I mean, yeah, they're up 10 with 25 seconds.
The only hockey play I'm on tonight. Actually, you know what? I think Mel got me on the under 5.5 Colorado Winnipeg. But the only hockey play I'm on is a Zargo live play. He's on Toronto plus 20 money line, hosting Columbus. The Blue Jackets are up 1-0 halfway through second period. So not too much going on in that one.
I will sit there and say, I forgot my train of thought. I was going to say, if you took that BU trifecta, I mean, that wasn't great. We should have been on the BU against the trifecta. That's what so far what it looks like. BU's losing. Boston Bruins are losing. Let's hope the Celtics don't
should have taken the BU. Yeah, the Boston go against the trifecta.
Yeah, the negative trifecta. Yes. So
why is my X algorithm giving me the ugly Kardashian just left and right?
I don't know. I thought
keeps popping up on my feed here.
I thought your X algorithm would be nothing but Sydney Thomas shots. That's really what I thought your X algorithm.
Yeah, I don't know why it's Chloe. She's got some show coming out. Like, come on, you guys. The algorithm's all fucked up when it comes to me. I don't know why they think I would watch that shit. That's ridiculous. Not watching that. Kardashians. People still buy into that, huh? Amazing. Absolutely amazing.
There's enough people that they've made enough money. So even if someone have that.
Are you familiar with Mark Zinno?
I know the name, yes. Yep.
Okay. I should get Zinno on. He's a good buddy of mine. Worked at sports.
Artist, you said rebounds. Kennard has 1 rebound. He said Kennard sailed over his point scale sailed over, but I thought I was pretty sure that he typed in rebound.
It's too much volume for Kelly. Kelly, you pick and choose. Thanks for hanging out with us, by the way. We appreciate that.
Yeah,
he said points plus rebounds.
Oh, points plus rebound. Oh, okay. Yeah. Didn't see that. All right. Good job, Jason. That was a good job. Yeah, he fired a bunch of shots. Good job. He's got 15.
Why isn't Ramon hopping up? What is Ramon doing right now? Ramon, you are hanging out in our chat. You know what I think of you. Get your ass on this show.
Need Bridges to make a pass.
If not tonight, next week, I want to hang out with you. It's been a while. I don't do my show with you. Go Bear Cashed. Let's make this official here, pal.
Did we get the second one? Let me make sure.
Go Bear. Put it on the board. Thank you, Hurricane. Put it on the board. You know what I'm going to do? I'm playing the music this time. Is that a plus money bet?
Yep, we'll take it.
I mean, the guys make fun of me. I'm like, I want to play it for a minus 10 bet. And they're like, you can't play. I'm playing it. I don't give a shit. We won. Yeah, you know what? And Ramon gets up at like 2 a.m. too when he does that. He does have an open. You have an open invite too, Maddie. Where the hell are you?
Maddie, let's talk about Major League Baseball Rookie of the Year. Why has Osaka come out as the favorite at plus 200?
Whoa, we got Rookie of the Year.
Before he's thrown a pitch.
It's sensational Sasaki.
He's going to be very good. He's going to be very good.
Well, why wouldn't he be the Rookie of the Year?
I'm shocked he should have longer odds, and especially Major League Baseball.
You know what I do think is awesome, though? Dylan Cruz with the Nationals. I think he should. He probably wasn't he the favorite before Sasaki came over and signed. That dude can hit, and I think if it's not Sasaki, I think Cruz is my guy there. because he can do just about everything. He can swipe a couple bags if he needs to, but tons of power, gets on base. He's a stud. I'm a Dylan Cruz guy.
Yeah, but don't forget the two guys in Baltimore too. Got a cup of coffee last year.
That's the American League.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm talking about Dylan Cruz is in the National League.
Yeah, National League. That's right. Yeah, sorry.
So who are you talking about?
I think
Sedano?
I think Kobe Mayo is going to be a whole lot better.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Then Dominguez would get the bump because he's a Yankee and he's the favorite. Actually, the AL is wide open, isn't it?
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Come on, Maddie. We're going to talk about this. We're talking rookie of the year. You got the link, buddy. Maddie, lead MLB capper, up over 30 units last year. For some reason, he's not coming on to talk rookie of the year with us, though. I don't understand.
Yeah. So Utah looks like they're going to go through the break right there with OKC. It's 55-55 with 18 seconds to go. SGA's got 21 points already. Kessler's got a double-double in the second quarter. He's 9 and 10.
Hey, when was the last time you watched I got to talk some movies here. I got to take a break for a minute. When was the last time you watched Shawshank Redemption?
Shawshank? I've watched The Big Short now 5 times in the last 2 weeks.
The Big Short with who was in that? That wasn't Bale.
Everybody's in that movie.
Is Christian Bale?
Christian Bale is one of the guys.
Yeah.
Jim Carrell is in there. It is so many guys. I don't know why. It just keeps coming on my Showtime feed. So, but late at night, I've watched The Big Short like 5 times.
The Big Short's with a lot of. You know what I've been watching a lot of lately? The Empire Strikes Back. The Empire Strikes Back constantly. I've probably watched it 10 times this year already.
I'm a Star Wars fan, but I can't watch those like the whole time. I just can't. I go like watch my favorite scenes, and that's about it. Then I turn off.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, to be perfectly honest with you, yeah, the last 45 minutes of the Empire, maybe the last hour of Empire Strikes Back, I watch a lot of that. That's a pretty good one. The beginning is pretty damn good, but yeah, a lot of Empire Strikes Back, man.
All right, so since this is going to be a game, now we need to look at what numbers we can.
What game?
Here. I mean, it's 57-55.
Okay, see?
Utah's better than people think. It goes back to the thing I said the other day where you look at these teams that are bad, but then you look at who they actually have on their team, and there's a lot of solid basketball players on their team. Now, if they kind of start to learn how to play, not saying they're going to be title contenders, but they're not an easy out as much as you see. Where I've seen teams where, like, you look at the Wizards team sometimes, you're like, there's nobody on there who can play. I like this Utah team. I really do. Now, we bet it a ton, but yeah. All right, so SGA is number 16. Now, give me what I want.
Well, we got some heads up from Mel. Never ever bet the Leafs midweek home games against non-marquee teams. That's quite the split there, Mel. I'm gonna go look at my sheet here and type in an algorithm. Just try and come up with a system bet. Team Toronto Maple Leafs, duration midweek, Tuesday through Thursday. Where home games versus non-marquee teams.
You know what I get upset that Stat News can't figure out that you can't put in weather games.
I trust you, Mel. I trust you.
Interesting game. Interesting lines that are out there right now in this game is John Collins is 17.5. He's got 11. He's been out. He's been just absolutely blowing up to start this game. Whether that continues, I mean, George and Sexton have kind of been the two that really haven't got involved that much, but Jazz have been doing what they have. They have size. Use their size. Kessler's got 9. Him to get 5 points is plus 116. I kind of think that's probably off. Especially since OKC doesn't have anybody to battle about. And OKC actually pulled away by 12, and then the Jazz battled back. I really think that number is too short. All right. I don't want to kill my Kessler bet, but I'll take it for a half unit.
All right, what are you doing? What's the bet?
Kessler over 13.5 points at plus 116.
Walker, Kessler, over 13.5 points.
He's got 9.
Plus 115?
Plus 16. Yep.
Plus 116, FanDuel.
Yep.
Why do you go half units on some and full units on? What's your process behind half and whole units?
Sometimes it's basically how the night's going.
Okay.
I don't want to chase a live bet. And quite frankly, I already told you I took the points and I took the rebounds already. So both of those are going to cash for me. Now I can go ahead and I can take this, but I don't want to take a unit away from it that I've already earned.
All right. I'm not tailing you on that one because I don't know if I'm in on the other one or not. Was your other Kessler a personal play? Yeah.
I don't know if I put it on the sheet or not. It might have ended up being a personal play because I never put it.
Yeah, that was a personal play.
It was meant to be a play, but it's a personal play for me. I mean, I've got everything in their mother from 9.5 points to 8.5 points, which I already cashed because I thought that I saw the 8.5 this morning, and that was just I was like, is that a misprint? So Kennard, I might actually get the rebound. So hopefully that'll cash for me. Who's that guy? I don't remember what's his name. Neef? Maybe it's Knife. I don't know.
Did you see the ratings from the college football championship game?
No, but I would expect they weren't that great.
12% drop from Michigan, Washington last year to 22.1 million viewers. That was Monday night, though. Wasn't that the inauguration and everything?
Yeah, I mean, you had the inauguration. You had the whole difference. I think, but I can't see that being the issue. I think a lot of the issue was you just had this weird, and I mean, Veason's talked about this 100 times. You had just had this weird number of days between the next game. It was never on the same night. You never could figure it out. I kind of agree with them that, look, pick your day, whatever that January 1st flies on. If that's a Thursday, if that's a Friday, the next game's a week from that. Then the next game's a week from that. This whole 10 days, 11 days, 12 days. I knew people that forgot the national championship was on Monday.
People are creatures of habit. I have learned that with our own schedule. So no question that would help. But we had Notre Dame and Ohio State, dude, 2 blue bloods. Like that game should have gone to 30 million. That should have had a higher number there. And they didn't. And I don't know what it is.
Did you really think in any way, shape, Notre Dame had any chance to win that game? I mean, I was actually shocked.
No, but they still have a huge fan base with older people, right? They have a huge fan base with people that are 40 and over.
That's not 30 million people.
They still, who are the biggest fan bases in the country? Because Ohio State.
I saw a meme that basically said, this is what you wanted. Indiana wanted Notre Dame. Ohio wanted Ohio State. 48 other states wanted a Meteor to hit the game. Honestly, it's also a very hated team. So them winning the national championship is not something that a lot of people like.
So Michigan, Ohio, right now, Alabama, Michigan, Ohio State. Is there another SEC team that we could throw in like the biggest fan bases in there, or is it Alabama and then everyone else?
Yeah, I mean, I really don't think it's a matter of who it is. I think it's
Georgia.
Also, I kind of also got the sense with the college football playoff that it just kind of dragged on.
Yeah. Is Notre Dame just not that big anymore? Is that, has the time just passed on where they're not even close to the same category as Georgia, Alabama, Ohio State, Michigan?
So let's think in years past. The semifinal game was not played on New Year. What was played on what? New Year's Day, and then the next game was played on the 8th. And we were at it January 20th, and you were looking. You know, it was also MLK Day. People were off work. You should have been able to know what it was on. Yeah, ticket price. I just think it just dragged on so much with the NFL playoffs in full gear. It to me, it really became a backstory. People talked about the NFL when you listen to radio shows, and then we talk about the national championship for one segment for 15 minutes and then go right back and talk about MVP, this game for 15 minutes, then the next NFL game for 15 minutes, then free agency, coaches, everything else. And then you just kind of was the little afterthought.
I'll say this.
Really
on the Nuke the House YouTube channel, two of our highest, actually, it might have been our biggest broadcast was a college football playoff game this year. And outside of the NFL, all the other college stuff was right there. Like next year, I'm going to make a concerted effort to put a lot of resources into college football. A lot of resources.
I think college football was fine, but I do think people just got sick and tired of it. I just think it played out.
Just went on too long.
Just went on, yeah, because it's more than what you were expecting because you were trying to follow the NFL playoff. Then you tried to come back through that. And then in some ways, I think it was kind of made it complete that you knew it was going to be Ohio State winning the game and basically winning the national championship. The only thing you basically were wondering, was it going to be the biggest choke job ever when Notre Dame got it back and had a chance to get it within a touchdown? But yeah, I just think it just went on too long. I think people were checked out by them. They moved into full NFL Super Bowl playoff talk. All right, let's see what we got going on.
All right. So while you do that, let me do the spiel. Tell me what we're going to be on, and then we'll get going. Okay. Nuke the House. Good evening. All right. People are shuffling in here. Good to see everybody. We'll be on, for a minimum of another hour, at least another hour. But who are we? What did I just stumble upon? You stumbled upon the home of the best live bettors in the world, and we have the track record to prove it. All of our picks are tracked. Our cappers collectively were up over 400 units last year. Foxy, how many units did you end up last year?
140.
You, Coop, and Keg were up over 100 units alone. And Maddie was up over 30 units. Zargo was up last year too. We are the best live bettors in the world. We're going to have our great days. We're going to have rough days, but you stick with us. You go with the system. You're going to make money. That's just facts. So also, you don't got to watch the show. I'm glad you're watching the show, but all you got to do is sign up for our real-time in-game betting notifications. We send it right to your phone. You sign up at nukethehouse.com. You click subscribe. You pick a plan, $59.99 for a month. Now, you can pick any other plan. We won't charge you after a week unless you want to be charged if you want a free week. You want a free week, sign up for a plan. Type in the code NUKETHEPLAYOFFS. Free week for you. So there you go. Okay. What do you got for us here, Foxy?
I'm looking at this Houston game right now, see if there's anything I want to get on.
Okay. LH Grant, Ohio State, Notre Dame, two blue bloods of college football, also two of the most hated schools as well. Yeah, but people love watching teams they hate. The Patriots, the Chiefs. Think about that for a minute. Yeah,
not if it's two teams you hate. Yeah, well, like how he said, we were all hoping for a meteor. There was not anything to really, and especially for the only way you had kind of that first drive where Notre Dame went down and killed their quarterback. Riley Leonard punches it in, going for it, getting so many fourth downs, running, but he ran the ball 9 times as a quarterback. He literally went to the sidelines, fell to his ground, and threw up. That kind of right there was the saying that can't continue. That whole game plan, he's literally going to have an EMT in the second quarter if you continue to do this. So then it was like, okay, what are you going to do? And I knew they couldn't cover. For as great as everyone's saying that defense was, they weren't Texas. They weren't going to be able to hold the receivers and stay with them there. The only thing Ohio State's biggest issue was they should have abandoned the run 9 years ago and basically played it like an NCAA college football game and said, here we go. We're going to have 5 wide receivers. Anytime we want to run, Will Howard just run out there and grab a first down. They did that on every third down. At one point, if you're Notre Dame, you got to be like, all right, guys, the only thing that's going to happen here is going to be quarterback run. Make sure you don't really rush. You just got enough distance to track down and get the quarterback. Because that's all he's going to do. And he's just going to move the chains, and then we're going to start again. And he did it like on so many extra times. And credit to him. He did what he needed to do. So Oh,
Hey, I'm in Mountain Time, so they always screw me over. What time are the NFL games? It says 1 and 4:30. Is that it, or is it 3 and 6:30?
I think it's 3 and 6:30. I'm checking right now.
Okay, yeah, because I can't tell in Mountain
3
Time.
and
It's
6,
right,
3 and
3 and
6:30.
6:30. So I got 1 and 4:30. This. All right, I just got to be home by 1 on Sunday. Cool.
Yeah.
Very good. I'm excited.
Home by 1. Where are you headed?
The kids have swim meets down at it's just
In Denver?
yeah.
Okay.
Well, they're not outdoors. They're it's like 4 degrees outside. They're not having an outdoor swim meet.
I would expect them to have like snowboard lessons or snowboard competition or ski competition or snowmobile competition. Not swimming. All right, well, we're gonna say how many swimmers on the Olympic team come from Denver? Just want to.
I don't
like all
know.
time.
I don't know.
0? I'm gonna go with 0.
No, don't you ruin my kids' dreams, hopes, and dreams of going to the Olympics. I don't want to hear. They could be the first.
You're right. They could be the first.
They all train out here in
You wanna bet
Colorado
on that?
Springs. The Olympic Training Center is 30 minutes from my house.
Yes, not for the swimming.
Yeah. Gigantic indoor pool. They don't swim outside in the Olympics. Missy Franklin.
I am aware.
Not here. So there you go, buddy. We got Olympic swimming out here. So yes,
Okay.
we're good. Amy Van Dyken went to Colorado State. So we're fine. We got
Okay.
plenty. Don't you knock Colorado swim talent.
She wasn't
So does anyone want some NFL trivia, by the way?
Yeah, sure. We can
This
have
is
that.
for Hurricane Ditka Johnson, okay? This
Yeah.
one is Hurricane. If you're in here, I'm going to do this right now. You got to type and say you're in here because I'm not doing this one if you're not in here. Your niece is the head swimming coach at Tulane. That's kind of cool.
Yeah. Again,
See?
that's a southern state. So
But it's snowing there. They had a blizzard, so obviously they can't swim. All right, here we go. Here's the NFL trivia. Ben Johnson just got named the head coach. Okay, we're going to put Ben Johnson in there. We got 5 minutes. Name every head coach in the history of the Chicago Bears. Ben Johnson, Ditka, and Wannstedt. That's who I got. Who else are we putting in there?
Lovie Smith,
There you go.
George Halas.
Hold on 1 second. We got to do how about Lovey?
Yep.
Definitely
Matt
Hallis.
Yep.
Yep. You got Hallis. Hallis was there on 4 separate occasions, by the way. 4 separate occasions.
Dick
Dick
Duran.
Duran and Matt Nagy. I bet you wanted to forget about those guys. Dick Duran. Oh my God.
That's a blast from the past.
I got to figure out how to spell Wannstedt. So I think it's WAA. What is it? Dave Wannstedt? What is Dave Wannstedt? Right?
It's Dave Wannstedt. We're gonna lose our 5 minutes because
WANN Steadit. Okay, I'll get this one. WANN Steadit. There we go. Wannstedt. Okay. Who else we got? There's a whole bunch of coaches over the last 10 years. 1 million coaches for the Bears. Tressman.
Oh, that's good.
Well, he's a Bears fan. I mean, he remembers all this bullshit. Who is the guy between Tressman and Nagy? And who was the coach they just fired?
Rivera never. We already named him. Everflus.
Yeah. Okay.
We named Everflus.
Okay.
We said
Who was there 15 to 17? John Fox?
Thomas Brown.
I don't
was
think
never
we're
a
used.
coach.
No, we're not going with the other guys with the fill-ins. We're not going with them. John Fox was there.
Intern coach.
Yeah, 15 to 17. Forgot about that. That was right after the Broncos job. Who was there in the 70s and 80s? I don't remember. We're not getting now. The average score is 10 out of 24. We already got 13. But there were 3 guys in 1919, and I have no idea who they are.
1919. 1919. Okay.
Hold on a second. Neil Armstrong was actually the head coach of the Bears from 78 to 80.
All right.
Nice job, Jason. I did not live in Chicago until 1989, so I was not.
On the board. Yep. Klesser got the dub.
Good job,
Yeah.
Stenberg. That's it. I don't know if we're getting any more of these. We got 14 out of 24.
He's also got 13 to 12, by the way. So he needs 2 more points to cash the 14.5.
Okay.
This is a team that's being smart. OKC has no size. So what are we going to do? We're just going to go down low. We're going to go down low again. What are we going to do? All right. We're going to own the glass. And he can do that over and over and over again. There's nobody that can. This is where OKC has to sit there and say, look, if we want to earn a title, we need to go trade for somebody. They need size. The only issue is the guy you have has to be willing to say, hey, I may not start at times when Chet's back and Hardenstein back. And I mean, the name that makes most sense to me is Vucevic. That team's not going anywhere. And that would be a dominant player. Both their bigs are hurt. I mean, you can't. Chet's really not a big. Sorry, he's just not.
How's Rudy doing? Rudy cashed, didn't he already?
If Chet has to play Nikola Jokic in the playoffs, Jokic is just going to eat him alive. I mean, Anthony Davis is going to eat him alive. They need a true big. Hardenstein is a solid big, but to me, he's an energy big. 6'10" guy, gives a lot of things, has a nice little outside shot. But yeah, if a team really just wants to play bully ball on them, they don't have anybody who could stop them. And their losses mostly this year have been teams that have just said, okay, we're just going to own the glass. So,
all right. I found some other names. Hunk Anderson, Luke Johnson, Patty Driscoll. These are the other guys that coach for the Bears. Jim Dooley, Abe Gibron, Jack Pardee. I actually know who Jack Pardee was. I know Jack Pardee.
Yeah.
He's the only head coach that coached college, USFL, and the NFL. A guy named Ralph Jones. I'm a big Hunk Anderson fan, though. I don't know much about Hunk Anderson. He went to Notre Dame, okay. Hunk Anderson, big time. Great name. Think about having your first name is Hunk. That guy got some ass. 100%. All right, we're done with we got 15 out of 24. Good job. Let's go through our bets, pal. And then we're 35 minutes away or so from tip-off of one of the late games.
Yeah,
tonight.
I was just getting ready to look at that right now.
Al Horford is out. Drew Holiday is out. Porzingis is out. So the Celtics, yeah, you're talking about this. They got some issues too as far as injuries, but the big guys are in.
Yeah.
Besides for Zinger, who you love to bet on.
Zinger's a matchup nightmare. That's why I like the bet on Zinger. I don't understand this at all. I'm gonna take Derek Jones over 3.5. See if you can find Derek Jones rebounds on a better number.
I got 3.5 minus 25 at Caesars. Besides for that, it's 35, 40, 38.
I'll take the 25 at Caesars.
All right. So Derek Jones, Clippers Boston game. Over 3.5 rebounds.
Yep.
And subscribers, I'll throw it in the Discord. We still got plenty of time for this game to start. I don't think Fox and I are moving lines. I'm definitely not at what I bet in NBA right now because my full unit in NFL is still a quarter unit in NBA. So let's get.
And then I'm going to take Mo Bamba over 6.5 rebounds.
You're going to have to remind me of that because I'm trying to find is the Celtics game? No, it's here. Derek Jones. Rebounds. There we go. 3.5 minus 25. All right. What was the Mo Bamba bet?
6.5 rebounds.
Mo Bamba. 6.5 rebounds. The best juice on that's going to be at MGM minus 120. So Mo Bamba rebounds 6.5 to the over at minus 20 MGM. I'll put him in the chat right now.
Thank you.
And the other one was Derek Jones. Over 3.5 rebounds.
Hey, don't be messing up over Derek Jones. Derek Jones is a great play.
Derek Jones. Who's messing up over him?
Hey, just put some faith in the name here.
Derek. That's how they say it in Boston. Derek Jones.
I've watched plenty of Boston games. I've never seen them say Derek
Jones. Well, you never lived in Boston, so there you go.
I will tell you that, yes.
There you go.
All right, so Johnson's got 9 rebounds. Kongo's got 7. We need him to come back into the game, though. They've let Capella go. Capella's got a double-double again off the bench. Duran's got 10. He's back in the game. He was out. So hopefully we can come in and he can just get 2 little points. 6 minutes to go in that game. So Kongo has he's foul trouble. It's fine. Minnesota, we're looking. We go Bears have a nice game.
Maddie, are you drinking over there? Maddie, some shit coming out of your.
There's no volume coming from Reed tonight.
And then we got to go back and look at our plays from earlier.
All right, Reed just got a 3. That's good. He's got 9. There we go. That's what we need.
What's going on with Duran?
Duran's got 10. He's got 6 minutes to go.
Is he coming back in, or is he just going to sit on the sidelines the rest of the game?
He's playing right now. He's
Okay,
10 and
good.
8. So Duran's playing right now. What we need is a Kongo to come back in. Or Johnson to get 1 more rebound, so we at least cash that. Ryan Dunn's got 6 points. Nick Richards just got 8 and 15. Surprised he's still playing. That's 20-point game.
All right, the Birds threw out a look. Curry over 4.5 rebounds. Stenberg's got White over 3.5 threes.
Hasn't rebounded there. White hasn't hit shit in weeks. But okay. I mean, it can hit because I think everybody on the team is going to shoot threes. Not that they don't normally, but they're definitely going to give like 0 shit effort and kind of just run up there and fire away. So White's hit 1 time in the last 7 games, but he did do it for Solana, so that's a similar type of game here. So
should I cash out of my $50 Pistons Hawks bet for $3.37?
Probably.
Just to get my $3. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to cash out.
I mean, it's a 14-point game. It's not.
It's not good.
It's possible. It's not impossible, but
it's not impossible.
It's highly unlikely.
No, it's possible.
Yep, Johnson's got 9. Let's go. Don't pull anybody.
No, it's possible.
Yeah, we'll see. There's 5-point game in Dallas. Reed's up till 12. Back-to-back threes. There you go, Dallas. Let's go 1 more, and that'll be there. Get 3 in a row, and call it a day.
Okay. All right, we're cruising through hour number 2. Smash that like button for us. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you're on X, come on over to YouTube. Type in Nuke the House. Subscribe. Turn on your notifications so you know when our shows are on.
That's a bad beat for someone who had the double for Nick Richards. Nick Richards just got pulled. So that will not happen. He'll stop at 8 and 15 for the last 4 minutes. Houston's up 9, so that's looking good. Didn't have really much in that. Whitmore and Easton are still the main guys. Jalen Green is our one guy. He does have 1 3. 1 for 3 tonight. There, Charlotte there. Bridges got 9 points. Ball's got 3. Really bad shooting night for them. Baines got 12. We need him to get going.
Did you guys bet the Durant 8.5 rebounds?
Yeah, but that's probably not going to happen. He's been stuck on 8 for forever, and he's
on the bench and they're up 24. All right.
Yep,
it's fine. Timberwolves.
Did we bet as my play? No, but I tailed one of the guys that gave it. So
that wasn't a play that you gave out, but you tailed it. Right. Gafford's got 14. We got about 10 minutes left, or 12. He's got 12. We got about 10 minutes left, and we need what, 3 points or 2 points?
Yep. Wiggins has got 10. So Collier's the guy he's in now. We need him to come in. And I'm going to watch that game right now.
Duran did it. Thank you, Hurricane Johnson. Put that on the board. Jalen Duran.
Yep.
Another hit. We'll put it on the board. Bing. Put it on the board.
That's a very weak thing, but all right.
There, I gave you an extra. Is that better?
Yeah.
You like that?
So, yeah, very odd. They took Jalen Johnson out for now. I don't know why. He is 0 for 5 from 3, but they put a Congo back in, so maybe we'll grab that. There it is. There's the 8th rebound from a Congo. What do we need? We need 8.5, right?
We need 9, yeah. How much time we got?
We got 5:22. Okay. But he's right now with what they just put in, he's the main rebounder.
Good. Holy shit, man. So Houston smashed Utah tonight 70-36.
Yeah. It was pretty okay. Let's see. Get this through and over. Very balanced scoring when you look at this Minnesota game versus Dallas. They're up 12. Did they cover the first half or was it tied? I think it was tied, wasn't it?
Cash Congo too?
Oh, did he just hit it?
Hurricane Johnson's on this, dude. I don't know what he's getting.
Yeah, Congo just got
fucking go. Oh, here's another one. All right. So remember when Hurricane was saying our guys need to pick it up. Some of our guys picked it up.
Well, he's also looked at the Charlotte game, which we might get offered on that game. So hopefully Johnson will come back into this game and be able to get a rebound. Kind of shocked they pulled him because they typically don't. So especially towards the late of the game. But now it's kind of pulled to 18. And they probably definitely not coming in. It's been basically since they pulled all. Congo's getting his rebounds all on the offensive glass, but Atlanta can't make the shot that followed. So
I got a question real quick. Mel, are you a member? Mel, are you a member? And if you're not a member, you should just use the free trial just to hang out and see what's going on in our Discord. That'd be great. So Nuke the Playoffs is the code, nukethehouse.com, and that's it. Hurricane Johnson, sometimes you just got to talk shit to your bets and they pick up.
Yeah, Johnson is in.
Not a superstitions guy, but if that's what you need to do to make you feel better and it helped, by all means, Hurricane. I love you, man. Drake is the Cinderella Sweet 16 long shot, 17-2. So you're getting what, 8.5 to 1 price?
We're not dead. Jalen Green just hit his second 3, so we have the entire fourth quarter. They're up by 10. He's definitely going to take a couple more shots. So we're not dead on that.
Talk to me here because we've already hit what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bets tonight.
Yeah,
eight or 9 bets actually, and I think we were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now a lot of the bets minus 20. What did we hit?
Well, I think I hit it, but I got to check to see. I just looked because I took what it was the previous night, but I think it changed. Hold on, that might be a misfire.
Premature ejaculation.
Yep, might be a little there because I got to check here. Yeah, we need one more.
Wait till you get to my age; it'll never happen. So the NHL play from Zargs last night. He swept the board tonight. Toronto getting smoked. Kelly was right. Midweek home games against suspect teams. Toronto just not good in those games. Simple as that. Simple as that. Kelly, Mel, use your free week if you haven't already. Nukethehouse.com. Nuke the Playoffs is the code. Use it. What else? Go on our Discord. Talk to our cappers. You could be one someday here for us. Who knows? I want to start hiring the best cappers that we got. that are in here. I got to talk to the boys about that, but all I got to do is get one other guy on my side, and we're set. I think some of the best bettors that we have should be employees, contractors of ours. Yeah. Yeah, I know that's Mel's info, Kelly. Mel gave that out. Premature celebration, 15-yard penalty.
Yes, definitely. Premature celebration.
15 yards. All right. My second and last break is coming up. Got to get the 18-year-old dog outside. He's officially blind and deaf now, so I don't even know what to do with him. Like, seriously, if you're deaf and dumb, Helen Keller at least was a human. This dog, I don't know what he's doing, man. What am I going to do with him?
Yeah. As long as he's not in any pain, there's nothing you can do. So. Yeah. I've had a blind dog in the family. My mother had one, so just love him and take care of him. Come on, guys, make a basket. Utah will not go away. They just will not. They just, every time OKC looks like they're just going to pull away, gets up 3, gets up 4, and then Utah battles back. They've taken the lead again. It's probably because SGA's arm is probably exhausted. He's put up 24 shots, put up double the amount of shots of anybody on the team. And he's still putting up shots. Still was able to maneuver like a champ. Yep, good job. So let me look at these 10 o'clock things here, because I know we've got the Kings, who are probably going to beat the crap out of the Warriors tonight. Who is out? Everybody's in. Gary Payton's back. So Green's out. Matt Kuminga's still obviously hurt. Pods is still out. Let's take a look. So Derek White, if you want to take his threes, it's 3.5 and it's juiced. So they definitely don't think he's actually hit his rebounds lately more than he's hit his threes. But we'll see. I mean, this could be the game. Kevin Porter. I really think Kevin Porter has a pretty big game tonight. It's not going to shock me at all if he puts up 20 points. Granted, I still think they're going to get slaughtered, but taken to the woodshed, beat up with a rented stick. Let's see what we can get from the Warriors game, if there's anything I like. All right, Monk is going to play, so that's good news. So we were on Corey's points, and it hasn't come through. Rebounds hasn't. Last time they played, he did not hit his rebound total either. It's kind of one of the games that he came off rebounding. Assists have been down. My favorite guy, who actually Holden hates, Moses Moody's been playing well. Been hitting his threes. His numbers set pretty nicely. Set for 10.5 at plus 108. But he's not going to play as much as he has been with Gary Payton back. Fox's numbers have been down lately. If you haven't noticed, ever since he kind of came back and Monk kind of took over. But his assists have gone up. No problem. It's way juiced. If you want to take the assist here. DeRozan's been absolutely on fire. Going over his total in 4 of the last 5 games. There's Buddy Hield's going to be kind of the guy. And he should be able to cook Hield again. So, I mean, he's just been on fire. What's his PRA? Let me see his numbers. All right. I'm going to take DeMar DeRozan. Oh, he's not here. Let me put this in. Oh. I do hate it when I have to type things. DeMar DeRozan over 21.5 points, -102 at FanDuel. I'm good with that. Continuous hot streak. Let's see what's the bonus. It's probably around 45. Is probably what his PRA. It's right at 40, right where it's been hitting. Yeah, at least Dallas is coming back trying to make it a game. This is what I've been trying to get to.
How we doing, Foxy? What do we got, buddy?
We took DeRozan over 21.5 points.
Did you put it in the chat?
Yeah, I put it in the chat.
All right. DeRozan over 21.5 points. Let me see what the best juices we can get.
I got -102. I'm not really sure you're going to beat that, but yeah.
Yeah, we're not. Where'd you get that at?
FanDuel.
It's -108 now. That is fine with me. So Sacramento, Golden State, DeRozan over 21.5.
Yep.
Sacramento, Golden State. We still got a lot of games coming up. Do you want to start previewing these? Did you preview the Golden State game?
Yeah, I was looking at what odds and numbers are there. So
Okay.
I'll preview the Golden State Kings game. Kings blew the doors off these guys. A little revenge game, a little bit here, but I think this Golden State game is in for a lot of trouble. I really do. I don't think this team has been playing that well. They're not very that good. So besides the DeRozan bet, I'm going to give you Domantas Sabonis. We're going to take him at over 18.5 points.
Sabonis over 18.5 points.
Yeah, basically we're dealing with a lack of size here. So
let me go find the best juice for everybody. Sabonis. Saboner 17.5 -30 or 18 -10. Let's take the 18.5 less juice, right?
yeah.
FanDuel -108.
Yep. I mean, there's not a lot that I like at all from a Warriors perspective at all. I mean, I understand people taking the rebounds. Curry used to be getting that every single game for us, and then he's kind of dropped off. Fox has been getting a lot more assist totals lately since he's come back from injury. Now, again, I don't expect this to be much of a game, so I expect them to be able to kind of roll through this pretty quickly. Monka has actually been kicking ass in assist. I took that personally. I've got a lot of parlays that are closing from soccer, ending on the Kings money line.
We just hit 30 bets, so congratulations. Tonight we're on 30 bets.
We hit 30 bets now?
Yeah, hit 30 from pre-flop to now, 30.
All right. So Dallas is making an effort to come back. We need Reed to get back in this game, which somehow he doesn't. Gafford's also been pulled too, which is not great. He's 2 points away, so that's not good. Green's still stuck on 2 threes.
Let me just throw some things up here. Gerardo thinks the Kings are going to cover. Kelly's given a next goal scorer. Fantelli with Columbus. Of course, Stenberg's chiming in. Fathead's rooting for Kyrie. 4 more for 30 plus at 4-1. Let's go, Fathead.
Yeah.
I'm rooting you in, buddy.
Yeah, I kind of actually wanted to get on that too, but I didn't. So Bridges seems to be the only guy that they're letting continue to play here. So this will be interesting. I mean, they're only down 32. It's not going to be that much. We did get Wells, so that's good. So the premature win still did cash.
Premature celebration.
Yeah, Bain is still in, but he's basically just out there passing the ball around. So I don't think that's going to come through.
Check it.
Kessler's at 13. We still got a minute to go.
Are we dead on Gafford?
Scoring he's not playing, and that's what I'm trying to figure out why.
Like he's played 30 minutes tonight, so he's played as much as the starters.
He's played, and they're just going right now with Maxi Kleber. Now they're getting killed on the offensive glass, so maybe they should actually put a center in. I mean, it's just a monumental thought there. But we'll see what they do here. Let's see, NBA teams are kind of stupid. OKC has finally pulled out to a little bit of a lead now. They're up 5. Jalen Johnson never got that rebound.
RDJ, we're doing well again tonight. Now, last night we were up about 1.5 units. Tonight, I would think we're up a little bit more than that. We have not added things up, but we're doing pretty well tonight. Yeah, I would say we're doing pretty well tonight.
We got to see how we close. As always, it's always going to be a question of how we close.
Yeah.
DeRozan,
Sabonis.
Yep.
Bamba Jones.
Yeah, Bain's finally just been pulled, and now it's going to be Kennard, Jay Huff, those kind of guys.
Too early to talk about Boston and the Clippers, even though we know all the injuries.
No, I mean, we can talk about it. I expect this game to be high paced. I expect this game to go up and down. I expect Kevin Porter to have a very good game. I expect Terrence Mann at probably 10.5 is probably too low of a point total. You're talking about guys who I don't see a huge defensive effort happening. I think Boston covers and clears this pretty easily. But I don't expect the Clippers not to have no problem scoring. The problem is once those guys go off the bench, your guess is as good as mine besides Bones Highland, who is not – he's an erratic scorer. If the first one goes in, he could go for 15 and they can give him some nice bench points. But he could also miss 9 shots tonight. So it's going to be a little bit interesting from that perspective. But again, Pritchard and Cornette are not going to be there. I was trying to look to see if I could find Hauser somewhere. Because with Pritchard not being the lead scorer, Hauser essentially will be the lead scorer off the bench. Probably going to see some Jordan Walsh tonight. Kyrie's going back to the line. This is what he does late in the games. Let's see, is Gafford in? I think he's in. No, still Cleveland again.
I don't get it.
I mean, the biggest I don't get it is Denver continuing to sit Russell Westbrook when he's about to get a double-double or a triple-double.
Last night and every night?
He's done in the last 4 or 5 games just so they can play Jamal Murray for another 9 minutes.
Yeah.
I'd be more worried about losing Murray than losing Russell Westbrook. I mean, as good as Russell Westbrook is, there are things that you can replace. There's things that Murray does that you can't replace. Yeah, I'm not getting any bench players. Luke Cornette rebounds is probably something to highly look at. We bet that before. I'm actually going to bet that.
Luke Cornette rebounds, you say?
Yeah.
Let's see what we're at with Cornette.
7.5 MGM.
Luke Kennard. I don't see Cornette. They didn't even post Cornette on here. Unabated. Okay. All right. Let me know if you're going with Cornette.
I did.
You already hit it? All right. I will put it in the chat. So Celtics center, Luke Cornette. What's the line?
7.5 rebounds. Okay. We got Mo Bamba's rebounds that we've already talked about. I gave Amir Coffey a 10.5. It's a 12.5. I still probably like that number. Cal's beating FSU. We did cash the Murray State one. Miami's getting ready to start off soon.
I don't even see Luke Cornette. Oh, they just put it up there, plus 102. Okay, cool. Never mind. Go about your business. Move along.
Why are we running this lineup? It's like they went small, so they decided just to go small as well. Instead, it's basically Minnesota's just winning this game. That sucks.
All right, if you cashed any bets tonight, even one, smash the like button for us. We'd appreciate it. If you're on X, come on over to YouTube. Nuke the House is all you got to do to search, subscribe, turn on your notifications. We had a couple people tell us they already did that tonight. We appreciate it. Hopefully they were telling the truth. Smash that like button. And again, $59.99 a month for the best live bettors in the world. You want to check out live betting? We send you real-time in-game betting notifications right to your phone, so you don't have to watch this show if you don't have the time to do so, or you're just sick of watching it. So we'll send it right to your phone, $59.99 a month, or one free week with the code Nuke the Playoffs. Nuke the Playoffs. Hey, Fox, what's with Kerr and his rotation as of late? RDJ.
No idea. Absolutely no idea. I mean, I kind of like Buddy Hield's going to start tonight. I kind of like Moses Moody. I think he's just trying things. He's trying to figure out something that'll work. Without Kuminga there, he's got nobody to cut. I mean, scorer off the bench is essentially Moody. But if you throw Moody up there at the top, you just don't have any scoring. The problem is he's trying to get better defense on his opening lineup. Trace Jackson-Davis is not going to start, so maybe moving him to the bench with Moody allows him to kind of eat a little bit. And Looney can just be that defensive type big, especially against Sabonis, because he knew Sabonis was probably there. Yeah, we've needed a bucket from Gafford, but the problem is Gafford is down there eating Cheetos at the bench, so it's probably not happening.
Okay.
He's just not coming back in the game. We need a bucket from Reed. He's just not coming back in the game. 5 for 9. That's the way it goes sometimes. I just don't see him coming back in. They've gone small. They're behind 8. Now they're behind 8 because they've given up offensive rebounds by going small. So I had never understood. Is Gafford back in the game? I don't have him in the game. No, Books don't have him in the game either. It's PJ, it's Grimes, it's Irving, it's Kleber, it's Dinwiddie.
12, 10, and 2 in 30 minutes on the bench, Daniel Gafford. We're going to get hooked on this dude.
I mean, he's in a coach's challenge. I mean, he should be coming back in the game to try to get an offensive rebound. Because to me, I don't know why guys, we're going to go small. We're going to put 5 guys to shoot threes. No, put 4 guys to shoot threes and 1 guy to get the miss when you miss it every time.
Cleveland, Houston. So we're on a Harden. Oh, I'm not even. Let me see here.
We're not on Harden on anything.
We're not on Harden tonight, right?
We're on Jalen Green to take another 3 and make it. That's it. That's the only thing that I personally on Eason, and Eason already cashed for me, but that was just me personally. Slip talked about the Charlotte game and Memphis game is the game we're going to get killed on. Ball didn't do anything today. Bridges was 3 for 12, and Bain didn't get the volume. He was 5 for 8. Jalen Wells hit, and then the rest of the guys were all bench players. So Utah's in a close game. 13. Kessler hasn't come back in. We're waiting for him to come back into the game. Collier, every time he passes to one of the bench guys, they miss a shot, so that's probably not happening.
Did we have anything else besides for the SGA first quarter in the Thunder Jazz game? We did, right?
Yeah, just been naming them.
Kessler.
I mean, we had Kessler live. We had Collier assist. We had Wiggins, who's been stuck on 10 points for there, and he's only played 16 minutes. So I'm not watching that game. I wonder if he got hurt.
It's fine.
Yeah, that's the play that's going to hurt us. Yep. College basketball is doing well. Cal's up 4 at halftime. Winnipeg and Colorado, we got no goals in the first 8 minutes. So, yep. Florida and Miami tips off at 11. So,
you know what sucks about living out kind of in the country? It's tough to get pizza or any food delivered out here. I'm starving.
Gafford did just get in the game. You are
Good. Let's go.
I apologize. Gafford is in the game with 3 minutes to go.
Go,
They called
Gafford.
time as soon as he got in the game.
Need some Gafford.
Probably, it'd be nice if they called timeout and put in Nas Reed, but they're probably going to put in Rudy.
Let's not ask for too much. Let's just get Gafford home. I'll be happy with a Gafford. We'll take that. We need 2 points out of him. 1 bucket. That's it. We're set.
Offensive rebound, dunk. That's probably the only way he gets the ball.
Offensive rebound dunk. Okay. I mean, if that's what it takes.
Only single way.
That's what it takes. That's what it takes, man.
I think he's on the game just because there's 11 seconds left. And
Fox, are you a baseball guy? Are you a big baseball fan?
I go to games. I follow all sports. So
Do you bet it much?
I do.
Yeah, because there's nothing else to bet on. Well, you bet at WNBA though in the summer, so
You bet soccer. WNBA was great. WNBA had me 40 plus units for.
I'm gonna tail you in WNBA this year. I'm not gonna watch a goddamn second of it, but I'm gonna tail you in WNBA 100%. I had a buddy of mine since like 2007 tell me it was the best. It was the softest market he could bet, and it's gotten a little sharper now, but it's still a soft market, isn't it?
Still very soft market. I mean, we benefited so much that we were taking Angel Reese double way before it was there. So I mean, we were getting plus 200, plus 300, plus 400, and then even when we were getting it, when she started to get, people started calling it the streak. When she got to like 9-10 games, it was like, we're still getting minus 110 for this. Okay, sure, no problem. We'll continue to take it because her coach is actually leaving her on the floor and letting her get crap ass buckets that don't matter just so she can continue a streak. Who cares? All right. They actually throw it down to Gafford in the post. He has it against Randall. Randall takes the ball away. He was looking for a foul call, but never happened. He doesn't even come down the other end of the court.
Oh, good. He's cherry picking. I like that because then they can just bomb it down to him.
It's the rebound, and now it's a fight. And I think it's
like a legit fight.
No, just jump.
I'm actually watching the game myself. I just don't know how far back I am from you. I got 2:35 on the clock. How much you got left?
Jalen just missed a 3. Oh, Jalen Green. Yeah.
How much time you got left on your screen in the Dallas game?
Cavs, by the way, if you're in the Cavs money line, this is where you're starting to worry.
Fox.
I've got 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
Okay, so you're a little ahead of me.
So, yeah, Green's 2 of 5 from 3. It'll be interesting there. The Cavs are starting to make their run. Garland been the main guy. He's got 20 points. Mitchell's got 19. Allen has really come alive the second half with 17 points, 3 assists. So, if you got that 12.5, which is a really bad line, so you definitely were going to easily catch that. So, not cashed.
I wonder if my buddy Ryan is on Daniel Gafford too, because he goes, the Mavericks just posted up Gafford in the clutch to show people how dire their health situation is.
So Tyree went to the line. So quick play here. Gafford doing nothing. Basically just rebounding the basketball and getting it. All right, let's see if Kyrie miss here. Probably your best bet. Nope.
Celtics lineups out: White, Hauser, Brown, Tatum, Cornette.
Yep.
King, this lineup's been out a while. Fox, Monk, DeRozan, Murray, Sabonis. We got Curry, Hield, Payton, Wiggins, Looney for the Warriors.
Dish it off. No, don't lose the ball. Dish it off. He was sitting under the basket by himself.
He's still sitting there, isn't he? You're ahead of me, so you would celebrate before I would. Come on, Gafford. He got fouled.
Is he going to go to the line?
He got fouled.
I don't know how many fouls are in this game.
He got fouled. He's got to go to the line. They're in the bonus. What do we need? 1 or 2?
We need 2.
All right. I mean, what's the chances of him actually hitting 2 free throws?
He's a terrible free throw shooter.
Yeah, it's not good, is it? Come on, just this one time, Gafford.
He hit 2 last night. He hit the first.
All right, I'm putting you on mute because you're 5 seconds ahead. So just so you know.
Oh, come on.
Fucking Daniel Gafford, baby. Let's go.
Daniel Gafford.
You know what? You know what? I'm sorry, folks, but since that was such a sweat. Oh, we're hitting that fuck. That's the free throw line. Oh, hey. You're running pretty good when you get a Daniel Gafford hitting 2 free throws on a bogus foul call. I love it. Good job. Good job. Nice job. I'm happy about this. Thank you, Maddie. Thank you, Kelly. Let's fucking go. Cash it, Hurricane. This is great. Okay, we're doing pretty good. Even though we had that one shitty Memphis game, we're doing pretty good tonight. This is going to be a plus night, depending on the early games have been a plus night. We'll see how the late games turn out. All right, this game's dead to me. Let's go on to the next one. Mel cashes the Devils, -1. You're playing your own music. You want to play Mel a song from your soundboard? Just one you never played before? Give Mel some love for her winner.
Yep. Good job, Mel.
That's it? That's all the music?
Somehow it's a 3 point. Oh, you want someone played? All right. Here we go.
She cashed it. Okay, that's enough.
Yeah. You don't want any.
No.
Nice little hesitation dribble by Ant. Little floater in the lane, and he misses. But he goes to the line. Dallas has come back here to actually make this somehow an interesting game. Memphis has put back their starters. I don't know why. It's only 19, but they put back their starters now. The Hornets haven't, so that's not the greatest thing for us, but yeah. Let's ring the bell. Ring the bell.
What are we ringing?
That's a little DC Jazzy Jeff. What was the issue with the music? Are you not hearing?
I mean, that was a bad song, no question. I think what it is, we got to get better. You got to get better sound quality.
Okay, I will adjust that in a second. I can actually adjust that.
I mean, I need like crystal clear 12K fucking beautiful stuff.
Kyrie blows the layup, and then he hits a 3 on the offensive rebound. It's a 1-point game with 21 seconds.
All right, Jalen Green just missed another 3 for us. Okay, let's go. It's enough of this already. Let's go, Hurricane. Let's get him home. Give him that good juju, that good mojo that you're on.
Yep. It's a tie game. This is a great game if you're watching.
The Cavs and the Rockets are tied at 104 with 2.5 to play.
Yep.
So we got some good basketball games tonight. OKC 102-99 over the Jazz, 7.5 to play.
Eamon Thompson's up 15-16.
Are we sweating anything in the anything else in the OKC game, or no? We're done for the most part.
Andrew Wiggins, but I don't know I think he got hurt. Aaron Wiggins, sorry. I mean, he only played, but actually he's back in the game now. He only played 16
He's not hurt. We got a shot.
We need 2 points. Hopefully he can get fouled and make 2 again.
You're telling me there's a chance.
Yep. We're telling you there's a chance.
You know what? I did this. I made this shirt, and so many people do not get it, but it's so nice when somebody actually gets it. Swim? Swami? Slippy Slappy? Swenson, Samsonites. I was way off. You just quoted the movie.
Yes, I know.
That's a movie I can watch at any point in time. My favorite part. Pills are good. Pills are good. The guy ends up dying. That's my favorite.
All right, it's a 1-point game here for Minnesota. Dribble it out, guys. And finally a foul. But still, it could be 3 points. We still could see overtime. And maybe SGA will let somebody else on the floor shoot the basketball. I mean, this would be the – but Utah, again, not running away. Every time they try to get away – yeah, it's something over. They come right back. I told you, this team – there's talent on this team. So if they got a little bit better play, it might be a different game, but it's a 2-point game here with a couple minutes to go. Desmond Bane comes back in because they got it down to 24 for whatever reason. And he
How far are we away from Cash and Des Bane?
He's got 17 points now. Another 2 points.
19?
18 and a half.
Let's go, Des.
Yeah, all he's done is come in and shot.
Good.
He hasn't shot for 2 quarters, basically. And then he comes right back in and he's like, all right, I'm just going to shoot.
Okay.
I don't know if he's trying first to get out. We'll see what goes through here. But probably has maybe a minute, maybe 45 seconds. So if he takes his 3rd straight shot here, we could cash.
You know what, Hurricane? I gotta go get some Dumb and Dumber drops.
And he does, but he misses. He missed the free throw. It's a 3-point game, and he missed the free throw. So I think Jalen Green needs to sit. That wrist is hurting a lot more than he wants to let on.
Yeah. I'm all about Des Bane right now. All about the Des Bane. All right, so Utah 104, OKC 104, Utah 103, 6:15 to play in that one. Cleveland, Houston 107 up. Minnesota leading Dallas 114, 111, 3 seconds. I mean, there have been great NBA games tonight, so we can shit on the NBA as much as we want. These late games have been pretty damn good. We've got Golden State, Sacramento coming up. Already a couple bets in the chat there. And then Boston and the Clippers. Anything you want to add outside of the Cornet?
No, I mean, we added the other stuff that we talked about. I mean, we're on coffee. We're on Mo Bamba. I personally took Pritchard. So, yeah.
How much time we got left in the... All right, so we got a little time left. We'll be on just for a little while longer tonight.
Yeah. We'll be on until the Miami game finishes.
What? I mean, you can stay on if you want to. Just text me when you're done, and I'll turn to. Actually, I'll be passed out by the time that game is over. I'll be done.
Well, I'll probably just be going to bed.
Yeah.
All right. So the ball's up to 6 assists. Little and one here to Mark Williams. Not sure why they're giving their best effort down 24, but all right. We'll take it. Bane is still in the game. Jaren Jackson misses. Morant keeps missing.
All right. Mel got us on a good one here with the Avs game tonight. No score. Jets Avs after 1. So she got me on under 5.5 for the total.
Yep. Like we said, 2 very good goalies, and right now they're staying up to it. Can the Hornets make them really worry here?
I don't know. I'm just rooting for Des Bane. That's all I care about right now. Yeah. It's the only thing.
But I want Bane to have to play 5 more minutes.
I know you do.
So
I just want him to get 1 bucket and we're done. We're set.
Walls somehow come to life here. Now we switch to the Golden State game. Wiggins misses a shot.
He's still in there though, Bain, so that's good.
Yep.
Des Bain, where did he go to college?
Kansas State, somewhere in the Big 12.
TCU.
Yes.
What?
Got it.
Des Bain?
Yep. 18 and a half. Got 19.
Better quality, maybe.
I just got to change the input. So I'll be fine.
All right, enough of this song too. I love you, man. Great better, really good guy. Shitty taste in music. I mean,
It's all
it doesn't
songs
get
that
much
have
worse
cowbell.
than what you're bringing to the table right now.
It's all songs that have cowbell in it.
All
That's
right, chat. How's Fox's sense of music? Just want to know. Just want to get the sense. Just want to get the pulse of the community.
Songs. That's the songs that have
How
cowbell
are
in it.
Fox's songs on this trash? He says. Viper says trash. Sorry, Fox. Now you can't hear that shit. Fox. Oh, Maddie, shitty. Mel, bad. It aligns with it. Oh no, Fox's music is getting pummeled.
Yeah.
Fox, you have to take this into account. Oh, hold on a second. Matt likes it. The other Matt.
It's 80s music. You gotta like 80s music. Yeah.
I love 80s music, but there's just something.
Mark Williams has 36 points tonight.
Not great.
After not taking him because he failed to score 16 last week, he's come out this game and said, I'm your daddy.
Gnarly likes it. So 2 out of 10 people like it.
2 out of 10, that works.
That's better than 1 out of 10 or 0 out of 10, I suppose.
Yeah.
Good question. Good question.
It's an all SGA and a 3.
When was the last time you took a public shower, like in a men's locker room?
We have a shower at work. Does that count?
It's a public, but are multiple people using the shower?
No.
No. So I'm saying like a public shower, like a locker room.
The Y.
Huh?
Probably about 4 months ago at the Y.
4 months ago at the YMCA?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like going into my rec center. It's really nice, but it has a lot of old people. And like every time I've gone into the locker room over the last 3 years, just the fucking trousers around their ankles taking a piss. It's just saggy butt. Did we hit something? What did we hit?
Kessler got his 15.
All right, good. Way to go. I
You
still
said
don't
you
remember if I tailed that or not.
You did it. You literally said, I'm not going to take it because you're
Because it was a half a unit.
Yes. But it was plus money, so I take it.
Yeah. And you know what? I didn't put the half unit on there on the sheet. So anybody that won got more than you. Good job. Way to go.
Man.
It's not a weird question. Matt, you are so judgmental when I come up with things to talk about on a 3-hour NBA, NHL, college basketball live show with no breaks. I mean, come on, man. When's the last time you took a shower? For me, it's been a couple months. I did. It was fine. I don't like it. I don't like going in my men's locker room, though, because there's a bunch of old guys that just take their trousers down and stand at the urinal for 5 minutes because their prostate's too big. It happens.
I will say you're not wrong. It is definitely a scary sight.
But it happens, right? You've seen this.
It happens plenty of times. Yeah, there are plenty of times I just say, I'm just going to go home sweaty. I'll take a shower at home.
You want to know something? When I took my kids to Disneyland, this is what, a year and a half, 2 years ago. I'm standing in line to take a piss, and this little kid couldn't have been more than like 3. Just walks right in the middle and starts pissing in the middle of the thing and got one of the guys in the leg. And the dad was just like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And I think the guy that got peed on by the little kid was so shocked. He just didn't do anything. He's like, it's okay. It's okay. I don't know. I'd have freaked out. Fox?
Yeah.
I don't think I could have handled that. All right. Back to basketball.
Yeah. Kennard's got 23 tonight. Hornets have cut this to 14.
How about the Cavs Rockets? Basically going at 4 seconds left. We'll see if they go to overtime. 107 up.
There's a foul they're reviewing.
But were you saying take the Rockets money line, or were we just discussing
Yes.
it before the game? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I took the Rockets money line. G took
As a
the
personal play.
Yes, I did not give it because I thought they was going to go back and forth. So right now you're basically going to Alperen Sengun, potentially going to the line here to try to get try to shoot a free throw here in a tie ball game. But there's going to be
after that, let's recap our bets and then get out of here. Good, Gerardo. Oh, Gerardo was quiet tonight. Gerardo was quiet, but I think instead of giving us like 5 things at once, he just kind of sprinkled his bets out, doing this and that, probably having a great night again. He's another sharp dude.
Come on.
What?
Because they put Miles Bridges back in the game, and he finally made a shot.
All right, good.
Desmond Bane actually is going to end up this game with 22 points.
That's great.
Still going.
We're happy about that.
If Miles Bridges can get 4 more points, I'll be really, really happy.
So we were saying this game we were totally screwed, right? And then we cashed the Bane.
Well, we've hit 2 out of the 4.
What did Wells do?
Wells cash. You got 13.
All right, so we hit Wells and Bane. We're waiting on Bridges and LaMelo. That's just.
He has 6 now.
Dude, you were saying we got our asses kicked in this game. Now we're batting 500. We're only down because of the juice. We're down like a third of a unit, and we got a chance to be profitable in this game. And if that's the case, then we are definitely having a really good early slate tonight.
Yeah, early slates there. I mean, it's the fact that they're still going after this down 14 with like 2.5 minutes is kind of shocking to me. But they are. But eventually they're going to pull the plug here. It's 2 minutes to go with 14 points. You're not going to make up 14, but they're shooting enough threes and they're hitting threes. So it just looked like it came. If you had the under in this game, I really feel bad because it didn't have it.
Game is taking forever too.
It should have cashed easily, but it's not anywhere near it. So
I feel like we've been waiting for 3 hours for this game to end.
Well, all right. Bridges was stuck on his points for forever. Now LaMelo's not passing. If he could have passed, it would have been better right there if he had it. Well, he's just playing basketball. Well, he's just trying to take shots himself. So
not his fault. Okay, buddy. Let's go look at our bets. Okay.
All right. Yep.
I will start with you're gonna have to count them up here. I'm gonna start with the Phoenix Brooklyn game. Phoenix Brooklyn.
The only thing we had was Ryan Dunn, and I don't think he cashed.
He had 6 points.
Yeah, it's 6 points, so he did not cash.
Okay, Minnesota Dallas now over. This
that was only a half unit though.
Okay. All right, Minnesota Dallas. We cashed Gafford.
We cashed Gafford. We lost Reed, and we lost Dillingham.
Okay.
And we cashed Gobert blocks.
Okay. So down like
2 and 2.
0.8 of a unit there. That's fine. We'll
Gobert was plus money, so we're not down at all.
All right, so we're down less than that. Okay.
We're technically up like 15.
Okay. 0.15.
Yeah.
Pistons, Hawks.
Come on. Give it to Bridges. Give it to Bridges. Give it to Bridges. He already scored one, and we only need one more.
Pistons, Hawks. We got Duran home.
We get Duran home. We get a Kongu.
Yep, his rebounds.
We get hooked on Jalen Johnson. He ends up 9. Duran comes home at 10. I got to check to see if he got a double, though. I don't think he did.
He did. He got 14 and 12.
Okay, so we got the double, so that was plus 150 for the chat guys. Kongu cashes, that's 8.5. I don't think he got his point, so I think we lose a half.
Okay.
So we still make out on that game, though.
So we've lost a couple of half unit bets and won one of the half unit bets. Okay. Those games are all final. Games that are in progress. Memphis. So we hit Bain. Wells has 13.
Yeah. We need 11 and a half.
We hit Wells. We hit Bain. LaMelo's not going to cash. Is that it?
Nope.
We just had 3 bets. I thought we had another bet in that game.
We had Miles Bridges. He's right above LaMelo. He did not cash. He got 17.
Okay. And then
So
I think you had a half on a parlay there.
I got a quarter on a parlay on Bain, Bridges, and Ball.
Yeah.
for
Okay.
9.
That's done.
Yeah.
Stick
Yeah,
a
that was
fork
going
in it.
for. That was
Houston,
going
Cleveland.
for. Only thing we had was Jalen Green's threes. It looks like Houston's up 2. But Garland got fouled, so he's going to go the line here. Tari Eason fouls Garland, so Garland's going to have a chance to send
And
this
Green
over.
cash because he got 2 threes.
We need 3 threes.
Never mind. He did not cash yet. We need 3 threes.
Yep.
Okay. Utah OKC.
Wiggins never took another shot after he got 10 in the second quarter.
Okay. SGA cash for a half a unit.
Yep. SGA cashes. Collier does not.
Okay.
And OKC has pulled away at the end here. They're up 11. So
Okay.
and we cash
Golden
Kessler.
State Sacramento's just underway. So
Yeah, and we cash Kessler. So and then you missed. Where's the college basketball plays?
okay. Then we got Murray State cashed.
Yep.
If anyone got
Florida.
in on Kansas when I didn't, you cashed, but we can't count that. And then what else? Anything else college wise? We just got Miami Stanford coming up.
Yeah, we got Florida cashed as well.
NHL. Oh, and Florida cashed. NHL. Zargos Toronto played in cash. That's not on Fox. It's on me. And we're on the Avs under. So that is okay. Sabonis has 5 and 5 in the first quarter, by the way.
Let's go. We're more worried about the points, but yeah, he's got 7 now. Okay, I mean, Dubs are winning this game so far early, so that's good to keep this in. Moses Booty's got a 3. That's good for me.
I think we're up about a unit after the first games. Grinding out a unit.
We'll see.
I'll take it. Well, the late games, I think Sabonis is going to crush. I think we're in a good spot. Do you want to give any? Is that it? Have we gotten all the plays from all the games then?
Yeah, we've talked about all the plays.
We're done with everything? Okay.
Yeah, we split on a lot of games, so yep.
Okay.
So the late games is still deciding, kind of see where we're at. But there's been enough winners and enough other winners that have been in the chat. It's been a very nice show.
Yeah, it's been
I'll take
fun.
it.
Yep. Thanks everybody for hopping on or hanging out with us. We do appreciate that. I'll remind you again, if you haven't signed up for your free week, just do it. A lot of you have not. And I don't know why. It's free. Maybe you'll get hooked. You'll hang out with us in Discord. You'll talk with us. You'll get the bets. You'll learn some processes, how to bet even better, how the best live bettors in the business do it. We'll answer your questions. We send live betting notifications in real time to your mobile device. So
Yeah, with Jalen Green, because Garland only makes 1 out of 3 free throws.
we missed the green.
Doesn't throw it to overtime, so no more time.
All right.
Houston
$59.99 a month. I already counted that as an L. $59.99 a month. Or you can get a free week, nukethehouse.com. Subscribe to any plan. We won't charge you after a week if you don't want it the week, if you don't want to charge us to charge you. And type in the code Nuke the Playoffs. Nuke the Playoffs. Simple as that. Smash the like button. It's easy. That's all we got to do. Foxy, what are you doing? What are you doing tomorrow night? Just more betting?
No, I'll probably watch something with my wife, but I don't know. Her shows might come back, so we'll see.
What shows are you obligated to watch with her?
Well, I'm not obligated to watch any shows. Typically, right now we're into Silo. Silo is a great show if you haven't watched that. It's a great kind of a interesting mystery. It's about this super future. Okay, I'm not going to give it away. It's set with a society that's living in a big 100 floor silo buried in the ground for some reason.
Is it because there was a nuclear war or something?
Well, there's a whole toxic where people go outside and they die.
Okay.
Kind of clean, but it's you only do that if you're kind of you say you want to go outside, they send you outside, and you don't live. But there's a whole more complex story about that.
But it's a good show.
It's a great show. It's on Apple TV. You should be watching it.
Dystopian, right? It's like dystopian type of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean it's dystopian, but I can't give it away because
don't.
There's a big twist that came in last episode. It's just a great show. You got to watch it. It's great. It's one of those shows which is great because you get to know all the characters in the beginning, and then you get a whole new set of characters because of some reason. But those characters did play a part, so it's actually very good. Rebecca Ferguson's in it. If you don't know her, she's the one who played the girl in Greatest Showman. She played the singer. She's also been in a bunch of things. She's actually fantastic.
All right, I got to check out Silo. That's it.
You got to check out Silo. The other show we just started, which is a brand new show, we're really hooked into it, is on HBO. What is it called? It's the Doctor Show. It stars Noah Wiley in it.
Okay.
It's really cool because it's a limited series. It's I believe 9 episodes, but it's only all in one ER shift. The whole show is basically an hour of his shift and everything that's going on in this ER room. One, if you know somebody who wants to be a medical student, they should watch this student. They will never want to be a medical student after the second episode.
Okay.
But it is absolute wonderful.
I'm done. I want to go to sleep. I'm done. I love you, Foxy. I'm going to leave you with a dad joke.
I went to buy a pair of camouflage pants, but I couldn't find any.
My kids got me that. It's not good, is it?
No,
they're dad jokes, though, right?
I'll give you other dad jokes. I have somebody that actually
would rather just go now. Smash the like button on the way out. Foxy and I'll do this again next week, Tuesday and Wednesday. Good couple of nights here for Foxy. Always good to see you, pal. Thank you for all the work you do. I appreciate that. Thanks to everybody in the chat for hanging out with us, too. That was a lot of fun tonight. And I'll be rooting home the under in the Avs game, Mel. Good the house.